Welcome back to another live stream. How we doing? Everybody feeling all right? All right. So, a lot of nonsense going on this morning. SPY's coming down. We're trying something a little bit new out today. We're adding some supply and demand zones to the chart. Now the SPY one is looking like it's holding up right at the bottom of this previous demand zone. Below it, it's like 450. That's what I have on it right now. If you guys want me to just take them off so it doesn't look like a disaster on my screen, we can do that. We have a lot of stuff to talk about, though. More nonsense being spread around. Citadel covered their short position. Holy shit. It's like everybody just figured out what a 13F filing is. We're going to go over that too. So how's everybody doing? We doing all right over here? So what we're essentially going to be doing is we're going to go through. I know where it came from. With a lot of things, I know where it came from, but here's what we're going to look at. Just right off the bat, Citadel in their short position. I know we're going to be talking about this today, and we've talked about this so many times. But let's look over here. Citadel. Okay, so first thing we have to realize. The first thing we have to realize is our how naked shorts are created. A naked short is not created by a hedge fund. The hedge fund does not have a button that they can go press that just says, don't locate shares, naked short. It's not how it works. It's the banks. It's the prime brokers. And I cannot stress that enough, that the hedge funds have no way of manually going and saying naked short. The prime brokers and the market makers are the reason why there's naked shorting in the market, because they don't meet the locate requirement. They say that they can, and then they just don't. That's how it works. Now, the way that we see data come through in terms of reported positions. So for the longest time, we've seen Citadel swap position not covered. No, wrong. We have no idea. Right now, stop spreading this around, please. It's wrong, and I'm going to show you guys exactly why. I'm fired up this morning. This is the type of stuff that, like, when we see this and people freak out about it, it pisses me off. Now, it's not anybody's fault. It's just we need to educate ourselves more as to exactly what's going on. So, market maker versus hedge fund. The market maker is going to be taking the other side of the trade in any type of transaction. So if a buy order goes through, they're going to short to you and sell it to you. Now, they have to locate the shares eventually, but what if they can't? That's when these naked shorts pile up. So, and they also have the legal ability to do this. Now, back in last January, this is when it became a problem for market makers like Citadel and Virtue. It also most likely happened back in June when we were having our significant run-up. So when you think about that, the hedge fund can't create these naked shorts. And on 13Fs, Citadel has had shares of AMC all year long. This new amount of shares, here's the thing we have to look at. Right here, we're going to pull up Fintel, even though I don't like them. This is what a lot of people are citing as to, oh, Citadel flipped their position. No, they didn't. Right here, you can see that this was reported on 11/15. So this is for the third quarter. Now, during the third quarter, they decreased their long position by 75%, meaning that prior to this quarter, they had about 80,000 shares-ish, maybe a little bit more. Now, prior to that, if you guys have been like watching for a while, they had 80% more shares. So they've been decreasing their long position for a while. They didn't flip. They didn't flip their position. It just says right here, minus 25 to 75%. They've already had this. So here's the thing. You don't know. Nobody knows. I apologize for getting so spicy this morning, but like, God, unless it's like some random here's the thing that I think people are messing up. It's possible that somebody is hearing rumors that they closed out their FTDs. Now that's how you got to explain it, though, because essentially what those naked shorts are persistent FTDs that they can hide on the options chain. But if they're hiding them on the options chain, and we see crazy amount of open interest, like deep in the, then we would just still see it there, which we do, and it hasn't gone anywhere. So it doesn't make a lot of sense. It doesn't make any sense, especially right now to be spreading that type of thing with zero data. I know we're going to get asked a lot of questions about it today, so we're going to be able to do a couple of rants on it, but it's just nonsense. Like, think about it. We have to be, it's like, it's too logical. It's too illogical for that to even be close to like the truth. But so right now in the morning, Amy's down 3.35%. And I'm going to keep going the way that I've been saying. It's under fundamental value. The market is weak and they're taking out shares and they're shorting it. Cool. Doesn't change anything for me. Just because the price is going down doesn't mean that the shorts are right at all. BBIG, though, is having a very, very strong morning, bouncing up at the top of this supply zone, which is pretty decent. It is at 454, which is gnarly. Also, yeah, that whole thing about like AMC's going to 5. How do you know that? Like, come on. How do you know? Like, oh, that's where it's at. No, don't it. You have to frame it in a way that's like it can fall lower, but it doesn't mean that it's going to $5. Like, I highly doubt that. A lot of nonsense this weekend, people. Yeah, ATVI was pumping in the pre-market, I believe. Microsoft suspended. Oh, that's pending news. So technically, there's no halt in the after hours, or I think the pre-market too. But if this is going to be an acquisition halt pending news, they can do that. So this is a gnarly move. No, 65 is what it was at, and it ripped to a high on this. What is this? 5-minute candle, all the way up to 93. That's gnarly. My name isn't Justin Frozen Peas and Meat Juice. What's up, man? I might be a little bit more spicy today because technically classes do start today, but I'm saying screw that because why? All right. Yeah, for everybody do filtering in right now, if you guys don't mind hitting that like button on the stream, it just helps out with the algorithm. Max Payne for this week. Good question. I mean, it's probably not going to matter a whole lot. Let me take a look, though. Max Payne. All right, Max. I don't want Amcor. I want AMC. For this week, we're at 22 for Max Payne. So again, guys, we've seen the narrative start to come up again, like stop with options. That's not the message. It's to consider how your option affects the market maker and how likely is this contract to run in the money. And when we're being like, just this is what's happened. These 145s way out here, these that are a penny right now, used to be way more expensive than way more expensive. So the market makers are cleaning up on these 145s right now. Same with all of these other contracts here. Right as they add options to the chain and they send it down, they are making money on selling us that premium. Now, if people were to think about, well, how does my money influence the market maker and what actions they are going to take? Well, then we may be in a different spot, but I can't come out and just be like, yeah, you have to buy these. I can't do that. I can just tell you how it affects everything. Oh, what's up, M. Crease? Let's see. Sent you some stuff this morning. I gotta look. Stream is extremely blurry. Let me look. I'm in 1080. It's probably a problem over there with you. Good morning, SCB. How we going today? I'm doing pretty good. Enzo, I'm feeling good. We got BBIG moving. Oh my God. That was like a double sneeze at the end. This is nonsense over here. They're attacking me. All right. So the reason why 450 is big on BBIG is more contracts in the money. If we look right now, hasn't updated yet, but at 450, oh shoot. Yes, it did. 40,000 contracts at 450. That's big. At 5, it's going to be even bigger, and people most likely are going to continue to buy contracts. So as we see the price of BBIG step up, it's going to get a little bit nastier for market makers. After it crosses 550, it's kind of danger zone. That's when you kind of got to think about what you want to do with your position, because that's when it starts to get nasty. Shorts could be going crazy. There could be new shorts coming in. That's when it starts to get gnarly. So after 5 and 550, I'd say watch out for some craziness. No, my friend told me he sold his AMC shares and wants to buy back in at 10 to 12. I told him there is very little. Let's see. It's blurry. Check settings. All is right. Must be a problem on your end. I'm on 1080. So I think unless I, let's see. Good morning, Vixen, you people. What's up, people? Alrighty. Let's see. Would you be able to program and back test an algo? Oh, I am working on that. TMI's avocado. I'm figuring out how to do it. I don't know how to code. I mean, I know pretty much what we need to go in the code to like direct somebody, like to figure out how to do it. I just don't know how to exactly write it. Your stream is fine, crystal clear. What's up, Rands? How you doing? Shout out to all the members that are filtering in here. What's up, guys? Let's see. All right. So we got a couple of other. Oh, we haven't even done an Ortex update. You Ortex crackheads haven't come after me yet. It's fine with me. All right. So AMC right now, utilization 74.27%. Zero shares. Oh, nonsense. Nonsense over here. Zero shares returned. 557,000 borrowed shares already against Amy. Average cost to borrow 1.21%. So watch out. There's 105 million shares on loan. Estimated short interest 98.73%. Honestly, exchange reported short interest. When's it going to come out? Next week or the week after. It's probably going to be over 1950, like 19.5 to 20%. On exchange reported short interest. Now, I was expecting it to go down the last time that we saw it by a decent amount, and we didn't really see that. So I don't know. I think it's going to step up. Again, what else do we have? Oh, if you guys didn't, here's the other thing I want to look at. Hold on. Let me set this up real quick. I want everybody to see this because this is gnarly. Here we go. Yeah. Also, for everybody new filtering in, if you guys don't mind hitting that like button on the stream, it just helps out with the algo. Thank you guys so much for all the support you guys have been showing on the channel recently. You guys are awesome. I love each and every one of you, especially Chan and Pico. All right. So this is what we need to look at. Where is it? Right here. I need utilization cost to borrow. All right. This is what we need to look at. It's going to look a lot better on my screen now than it did in the video. So here's what we need to look at. AMC utilization and cost to borrow. Back in June, here's what we were looking at. Why did the utilization go from 95 to 75? Institutions bought our shares from us. Has said, here it comes again with the Citadel stuff. No, Citadel nonsense. All nonsense. It's all trust me, bro bullshit. Sorry. And it's like people just figured out how to look at a 13F filing and then can't even read the stuff that we're. Okay, we'll go over that again after this. But here we go. Yeah, no, they haven't covered. Here's the thing. You'll never know if their hedge fund is actually short. The only way that you can actually like really get a good understanding if they're short is their market making side and how that works. So if they're crazy over leverage on a short, it's the market making side. But here's what we're looking at here. Back in June, AMC's utilization and cost to borrow was sky high. We had in the beginning of May, we had 100% utilization and 20% cost to borrow. That's huge. Here's the thing, Haj, this is what we're getting into right now, buddy. But since then, on that big run up, we have seen cost to borrow tank. Austin, I don't think you watched the video. One of the videos this weekend. This is what we're going to go over right here. So utilization and cost to borrow have tanked. This is also when institutions were piling into AMC. Now that's a good thing and a bad thing because they can provide that buying pressure, but also they're going to be the ones putting up their shares to go out on loan. Now they're not going out on loan. That's the problem here. That's how it messes with the utilization equation. And lower utilization is going to show us that there's less scarcity in the securities lending market for AMC shares. Now, what happens then is that if there's less scarcity for the shares to go out on loan, well, you don't have to charge as much for the cost of borrow because the demand's just not there. You don't need to jack up the rate. So that's not necessarily a bad thing because we know that GME, AMC, but a lot of these other stocks start to move together. So what happened with AMC back in June? I'm pretty sure everybody knows this by now, but we look at it from a year time frame. Look what happened. AMC had super high cost to borrow, super high utilization, and what happened? It went from 12 to 72. Okay, awesome. Now, what did GME do during that time frame? What did they do? When we put this on a year, what did they do in June? Okay, so they went from, so let's pull up what their Ortex was looking like back in June. May, they had like 60% utilization and cost to borrow was like 1.2%. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. So what happened with GME's share price back in June? Okay, well, it went from at the beginning of May, 139, all the way up to a high of about 340. So what are we seeing now on GME chart? Because we know they all move together. Landon, Thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that, man. Morning, Vix, man. Hope you have a fantastic YOLO today. Thanks, man. I mean, I've got these BBIG calls that are probably going to do pretty decent. So let's see what happens there. But this is really, really, really important stuff that I want everybody to understand. So what you're saying is AMC still has potential? Absolutely. Why wouldn't it? So here's the thing that you're looking at here. So GME had just on its own, according to their data, back in June, no potential. Not high, not a crazy high reported short interest, nothing. They had low utilization, low cost to borrow, no pressure really getting put on the reported shorts, and then they almost more than doubled. Okay. Now what are we seeing with GME right now? Oh my God. So, the weird thing about this right here, actually it's about the same. So we should be seeing higher cost to borrow. Now, right now, there's a little inflection point at cost to borrow. It has now jumped up to about 1.05, but utilization on GME is 84. Okay. Now, with the price action that we've been seeing on it and the craziness that we've seen in the securities lending market, this number, this 100 borrowed shares today, most likely going to step up to some crazy amount. So here's the thing. This is the premise that we're going off of, that everybody understands at this point. The stocks all move together. So if GME's data starts to get crazy, which it is, and the cost of borrow starts to step up, and the short interest starts to step up, which it has, then you start to see, okay, well, it could just be a very, very similar event to what we saw back in last June with just GameStop leading the way this time. All right, fine with me. I don't care who leads the way. That's the thing. It's like, who cares who leads the way and starts it? And the thing is right now is if GME has lower short interest, doesn't have as much potential on the options chain, but is going to have it in terms of, okay, there's all this randomness and probably hidden shorts way out there on it. Well, it's probably going to go crazy. But with AMC, it's always going to have nasty options potential and super high short interest. So if they all start to go, it's like, all right, here we go. So that's what I want everybody to understand, that like, yeah, AMC's data may not be looking the hottest right now in terms of utilization and cost to borrow, but we have our buddy over here, Jimmy, starting to just go wild in the securities lending market. It's craziness. Good morning, big dog. Pedro, what's up, man? How you doing? So utilization was at 100% in June, so we're only at 70% now. Some of the shorts covered. No. Okay, so Eric, no, not necessarily. There's the same amount of shares out on loan and basically shares sold short, but there's more shares that they're willing to lend. That's why utilization is going down and cost of borrow is lower. Just think about it like this. Let's just say there's an Apple market. Now, back in June, let's say there were 100 apples there, and you were lending out for some reason 99 of them. Now, back in this January, you're still lending out 99 apples, but you got a new shipment in of 50 apples. So now it's not 99% utilization. It's now like 75 or 60 or 70. The short interest is the same, but the ratio of the amount of shares that you're willing to lend out has been thrown out of whack. So there's more shares that you can lend out. And it's going to mess with cost of borrow, because if there's more of those apples, there's less scarcity in the market, and you can then just loan them out for a lower price. You don't really care all that much. What's up, everybody? What's up, Robert? How you doing? Diamond Bald Cat. What's up, people? All right. So let's see over here. And also, guys, just another reminder, if you guys don't mind hitting that like button on the way in, it just helps out with the algorithm. I know a lot of people have been saying that YouTube's been screwing around. BBIG is now at the top of this supply zone, which is interesting. We'll probably leave this up today. If you guys want me to take it off because you can't see it, I'll just take it off. But the level is going to be, it's like 451. So we're right at 450 for BBIG. The SPY is now down, oh my God, about 1% right now. Not really sure what came through on the SPY this morning. I haven't seen any news on it. All right, we actually, So Amy's at 1984. SPY's kind of hanging out in the lower end of this demand zone. If it starts to come back up, I mean, it could be doing a little bit of a W. Like, look at it on the 4 hour here. You can't really see it, but oh, you can. So it's kind of coming up here, coming down, coming back up, just kind of bounce back down. Let's see if we're going to do a little bit of a W down here. If not, watch out below to the 450 to 449 range on SPY. That's kind of what I'm seeing it overall. I mean, there is a lot of volatility coming back into the market. And honestly, we can make a lot of money on that. So let's see what happens here. ATVI read 40% and halted pre-market as Microsoft has acquired. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, the bond yield, Dan. Yeah, the bond yield spiked last night. Oh, okay. It might have to do. I've seen this chart come out about the 2-year treasury being a good indicator of what the Fed's going to do with interest rates. Now, we do have a Fed meeting coming up, I believe, next week. Nobody's expecting them to, like, if you look at like what their market's pricing in, nobody expects the Fed to raise the Fed funds rate because they've came out and said we're not going to do anything drastic. It's probably going to be quarterly. But in the off chance that they do something, we'll set ourselves up for an absolutely nasty trade if they start to raise rates. What's with the big drop? It's a bond yield move. Okay, Dan was right over here. So hold on, let me pull up TLT. What are they up in the pre-market? Like, or down 0.44. Interesting. We're seeing a lot of weird moves coming in all across the board. But BBIG right now, if this can get going above 450 and get those contracts in, and start that hedging again, it's going to get a little nasty today. Chan is back here. Look, ATVI unhalted. 33%. Watch this one. Watch ATVI. What's the price they're buying it at? Does anybody know? Keith, thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that, buddy. Running from a 103-degree fever. Oh boy. Maybe I'm delirious, but it seems like a great day to buy AMC and GME. Keith, not delirious. We do need that buying pressure. And I think we're going to see a lot of this going forward, which I think is a good thing. Being smart with the options that you are buying. Buying those 145s, yeah, they could hit and you can make a bunch of money. You're not helping anybody. The amount of shares that they would need to buy in order to hedge those 145s right now is like 100,000. But for the 23s or the 20, it's like 1 million shares. So we got to look. Chan. I love that Chan is back. Chan. The truth is we have to adapt. Just merely holding isn't the solution. Has evolved the No, Eric, it's always been buy and hold. That's all. That's always been what we said. All right, Amy popping back up a little bit here. It's at 1988 in the pre-market over here. What's GME looking like over here? 113. I'd watch honestly, if GME starts to go to the downside, watch 100. And then a big bounce. I believe they have a share buyback facility too on GME. That's the other wild card. If GME is like, we're gonna buy back shares in any amount, like it would probably rip the price because you're decreasing supply and people will take that very, very bullishly. But let's see what happens. Eventually that will probably happen if GME goes to a low enough amount, low enough share price. But let's see. ATV offer at it's 95 a share. Did they accept it? Let me look. Because you can mess with these. If Activision, if the Microsoft at 68.7 billion, 95 share cash offered by Microsoft. So here's what you can do. You can actually like okay, so it's like a little bit of an arbitrage thing. So it's pre-market, it's at 89. The offer's at 95. It'll probably go to 95 at some point today. You can mess around with it. I'm not going to trade this thing because the option chain is going to get jacked. But if anybody has Activision options, you're going to make like, I would say at least 10,000% if you're holding anything on Activision right now, at least. BBIG and AMC have the same chart on the 1 minute. I bet they do. I mean, once you get once the algo gets a hold of it, and I'll put this on the 1 minute real quick. That's sorta. Not really, but like all of these stocks are going to start to move. All right, GME selling off now, down 3.38% at 112.71, down about $4 in the pre-market. Amy's hanging right around its 50. SPY is now in its demand zone. I like the 5 minute chart with these little little boxes up. I'll flippy flop it back and forth between 1 minute and 5 minute, just because I like to enter the trades looking at the 1 minute with the SPY. But let's see. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of things going on. Is STV a religion? Nah, nah. How much lower do I think ARK will go? It depends. Fox Business confirmed Microsoft purchase. Yeah, at 95 a share. So watch out for that. It could run. I mean, if you're gonna do it, I would go with shares. Options are gonna be a little risky on it. Let's see here. Official on CNBC. Yeah, it's what do you call it? It's yeah, I mean, that's why it's up 33% in the pre-market. Let's see. This is gonna be gnarly. Amy getting a little bit of a pop here. I mean, let's watch 20, that $20 level. Here's the other thing. I believe on the 4-hour chart, if you look at 1348 on AMC, it tells the whole story. It tells where we're going, where we're headed, what we need to see. So once the 13 crosses back above the 48 on AMC, with all that potential buying power that we could see coming back in, here's the other thing. We have so much money waiting on the sidelines to buy these stocks because think about it. GME announced, the Wall Street Journal comes out with that nonsense article a couple of weeks ago. And then GME rips 33% in the after hours. Then AMC rips 16%. That's a lot of buying volume coming in that's waiting on the sideline for these stocks to start to get going. So the buying volume is there, but here's the other thing. This right here is something that I want everybody to understand. Austin, this is for you too. So this is for everybody that's vocal about what they're feeling. It's fine. I get it. I know that everybody is down a lot. My average is 27. I'm down. But here's the thing. When GameStop rally occurred, the hedge funds lost $20 billion. I think it switched the light among hedge funds, discretionary managers, and professional investors that the power base can shift very quickly, meaning we as retail investors have so much power in this market right now. Centify has just signed a deal. Okay, so we know that JP Morgan has a deal like this to provide alternative data to top financial analytics company Morningstar. The company keeps track of hundreds of millions of messages across social media websites and Twitter, like Twitter and Reddit. So they're watching you on Twitter. They're watching you. If you start freaking out on Twitter, what are they going to do? They're going to short the nuts out of it because you are scared. That's kind of how it works. Yeah, you can voice your opinion, but like when you see this and they're watching you, it's like, all right, if I was them and I saw everybody terrified, I know how investors are going to behave. And if I saw the sentiment start to shift, I'd be like, all right, I'm just going to short it and scare them. It's that simple. It's so easy for them right now. So we have to, our biggest strength, that's why I was saying in the video yesterday that one of our biggest strengths has become one of our worst enemies. Because when you think about what they have the ability to do with all of their data and what they are watching us for, if they start to see us start to be super bullish all the time and everybody's starting to buy and everybody is excited all the time, then it's awesome. But you can kind of feel it. People are like, oh no. And I'm like, and I'm sitting here like, I don't see any real issue. And there's no like they're shorting it under fundamental value. The stocks still move together. We have a lot of good news coming out. The market's kind of freaking out. So there's not really that much craziness going. It's like, come on. Love the positive attitude. Keep it up. What's up, Chris? How you doing? Thanks for coming in here. There's no way there aren't hedge funds already doing this. There's about 30 with JP Morgan. There's 30 of them. And theirs is specifically revolving around meme stocks. So I don't know. They are doing this already. Yeah, also for everybody filtering in right now, make sure you guys hit that like button. We're going to be having some fun today. Having lots of fun. Amy's now down 3%. GME's down about 3%. SPY's trying to move back up a little bit here. Let's see what happens. We have about 31 minutes until the market opens. PTE or text, please. Yeah, I'm Krieg. I got you. Let's see. Hold on. We're going to do this. Polarity. 62% utilization, 4.5% shorted, 11% cost to borrow. 6.42 days to cover, though. That's pretty interesting. How are bond yields looking this morning? Spiking. I mean, I can take a look at, I mean, they're probably settling down a little bit right now, but let me take a look at the 10-year. I can't really get a good read on TLT right now. It's just disjointing from a lot of things. But On a bond move, that's what I would play, TLT or TBT. There's 2 of them that you can mess around with when there's gonna be a bond move, which I probably will do for every single Fed meeting, just put on, some sort of trade. Alright. Oh, nonsense, hold on. Alright, so it's up. It's at the 10-year treasury is at 1.823%. It's up 5 basis points, I think. Let's see. How does index shorting reflect in the short interest of the stocks of the index? It doesn't. It doesn't. Let's see. PTE's up 20%. That's pretty sweet. Oh, BBIG is looking gnarly right now. What do I think about BBIG today? Okay, so BBIG has now crossed the other threshold level of boom boom time. 450 was a big level in terms of the options. 5 is huge. If we can cross 5 with any sort of momentum, it'll start to get going. And then 550 is good, and then 6 like once the okay, so this is how stocks move really, really big and squeeze to huge numbers. This is how people like to say options don't matter. Wrong, 100% wrong. It comes from a place of like uneducation. So here's why back in last January, AMC and GME went crazy, like crazy, because as the stocks were going up, people would typically sell them and sell their options to the market maker to close out. So you don't see crazy runs. The market makers take a little loss on the options and then they run back and then they're fine. But with these situations and these stocks, what people end up doing is that when the stocks start to run up, they buy calls. They continue to buy calls. They buy calls, buy calls, buy calls. As the stocks are running up, they continue to do it. Now, here's what that does. And that's kind of where we're getting at with AMC now. When you take your money and buy a close to the money call or a little out of the money and it starts to run in the money, you are taking your amount of money that you're putting into the trade and forcing the market maker. Let's say you put in $200, but you're forcing the market maker to go out and buy, like, let's say $1,500 worth of shares, maybe even more. So what you're doing is you're screwing the market maker. Now that you're essentially taking all of retail's money and saying, okay, we're going to multiply it by, let's say, 8 or 10, and then that all that buying pressure just goes right into the stock from the market maker. Now that's kind of what we're looking at with BBIG, because we saw that the 450s only had about 35,000 open interest, so 5,000 contracts got added. But look at all this craziness going on here. People are going to continue to buy calls on BBIG. After 550, it's kind of like a every man for themselves situation in my mind, because once it hits there, there's so many calls that are running in the money that could start to get going. It's like, all right, game time, figure it out. I mean, I'll be looking at it and being like, all right, shorts might be covering now. We'll watch the Ortex data and see what's really going on. But again, this is going to be a really, really volatile play. You're seeing the big Twitter accounts start to get a hold of it. You're seeing everybody start to talk about this thing, which is going to lead to more retail buying volume anyway. But if they're going to be buying options, nasty. Options are the key to any big price movement, not the furthest out of the money strike. That's craziness. But piling up, creating those gamma ramps is the key to big price movements to the upside. Mask gang, what's up, people? How are we doing? Didn't know you got a haircut? I didn't get a haircut. Let's see. Good morning, moneymakers. What's up, everybody? Good morning, everyone in STV. What's up, people? BBIG at 526. BBIG is at actually 467. If BBIG hits 526, it's going to get nasty. So let's see here. I don't think they're even hedging the shares. They know people won't exercise for the shares. Okay, so that's what we've been saying. They're not on AMC specifically. They're probably not hedging. And even a lot of other stocks like this. Here's what you have to think about with hedging. If they can keep it in a range where they can sell enough puts to balance out the deltas of the calls coming in and push the price down, well, the call delta plummets and the put delta increases. So their system is going to read delta neutral or very close to delta neutral, and they don't have to go out and buy shares. Or even if they do, they don't have to buy or short very many. It's not that crazy. But if the stock starts to break out of that little range, that's where it starts to get gnarly. And that's what we've seen with BBIG. We've seen it with AMC 2 times in the past. We've seen it with GME 2 times in the past. So we're just waiting for that breakout of that range. If we can see that breakout of the range, BBIG is getting gnarly right now. Let me see. I'll throw this on the 1 minute for a second. Say when. Thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that. Good morning. What do you think about the BBIG 450s will open at? For this week, I don't know. Let me see. What's it up? 14%. IV's kind of pumping. I would say between 50 to 100% in the green on those right now. Let's see. Is there any chance the AMC buy button disappears this week? I would say no. Say when though. Thank you so much for that super. I appreciate that. So let's see here, people. Yeah, for everybody new filtering in, if you guys don't mind hitting that like button on the stream, just helps out with the algorithm. We are going to be on until 12 today, and I do have class at 11. Screw it. We are going to be on here watching all this stuff because guess what's more important? This. All right, here we go, everybody. I wish the market wasn't so rigged. Yeah, the market's it's just a bunch of nonsense right now. Like the bonds are freaking out a little bit. SPY, I mean, it's moving back up into the demand zone. If it starts to break out and start to come above, that's going to be pretty sweet. So watch this level right here, 462.29, right around there. So 462.30. If SPY starts to open up, comes up, test this level over here and starts bouncing around, then we could be looking pretty good. I mean, we saw in the pre-market came back up into this zone, used it as support, trying to come back up. So let's see what happens over here. Amy right now is at 1992. GME's at 113.37. BBIG's at 470. So it's looking pretty good here. If they always pin the price, how do we get out and move up? I don't want to say it, but there's a really simple solution. It's the options. It's levering up retail's buying pressure and forcing the market maker. I'm not saying to do it. Like, that's not what I'm saying. Like, don't do it. Because here's the thing. You could have everybody start to buy in the money at the money calls and they still screw you. And the thing is those contracts are going to be more expensive. So you're going to lose more money. But when you do that, it is forcing the market maker, because here's the thing. Let's say I view this in a very specific way in my head, that like price levels. And when you buy more options and you do things like that, you move the price level. So let's just say, for example, Amy at 20, the crazy level, let's just say it's at 22. But if everybody starts buying the 19s, then it goes to 2050. Like if everybody piled into the 19s, the level shifts so low to where it becomes out of balance in terms of the market maker's delta neutral equation. You see what I'm saying? So the key to it is buying pressure. That's what it really comes down to. But it's how does that buying pressure come in? Is it options? Is it institutions? Is it retail investors starting to pile in, get the FOMO back to life? I don't know. Right now, the most likely outcome with all of the craziness we've seen on the options chain is the options chain. I see Nashon saying start buying deep in the money calls. Like, don't do that. Like, don't just do it. Like, you can't do that. You need a gamma ramp to gamma squeeze each strike to an individual section of the ramp. You can't have missing pieces of the ramp. Geo, you can. You can have big levels like that, because you can just pile, like if we saw a bunch of piling into one, well, the buying pressure that would result from that one could push it up to the next ones, and then you spark FOMO, some shorts covering. If it happened at every single strike along the way, it would be the most dirty option chain that I've ever seen. BBIG is kind of looking like that right now, but again, the strikes are 50 cents apart. Let's see, Matty B's TV. What's up, man? SV, doing all I can to spread the word on AMC. Me too, man. I'm trying over here. Not huge pieces, like 20 to 140. Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's true. Let's see. Yeah, the message isn't stay away from options. It's think about, be strategic with what you're doing. I'm trying to just show everybody what the effects are of buying 145s versus closer to the money strikes, and you make your decision on what you want to do. I'm not here to say you have to buy this or do this. We're not trying to manipulate anything. I'm not trying to get in trouble. That's not what we're trying to do. But I'm trying to plant the seeds in your mind to be like, okay, well, as a retail investor, we need to be strategic and figure out exactly, okay, am I YOLOing like crazy gambling on this? Or am I being strategic at what I'm doing with the options that I have? Now, again, here's the thing. If you were buying like the 21s or the close to the money contracts and the stock starts to run, you can always sell them and roll them out and buy new ones. You don't have to just get stuck in in the lower strike. You can just sell them, roll them out, and you can just keep rolling these contracts out and out and out, and basically follow the stock up if it's going to go. You don't have to go right to the 145 and be like, all right, put my money here. Hopefully it runs to there. That's not necessarily the best way to look at it. You got to come ice fishing. Yeah. How is the gains compared at the money calls versus other? In the money and at the money, you're going to make less money. That's the thing. You are going to make less money if you're buying at the money calls. But like I just said, you can still, okay, so you'll make a certain amount of money. Let's say you make 100%. Then you roll that amount of money to basically a further strike to where the stock is trading at. And you, as the stock starts going up, you just continue to roll them out, roll them out, roll them out. You can do that. BBIG is spiking right now. All right, Amy's at 1988. Let's see what the SPY's doing over here. Just kind of hanging out in the little demand zone over here. GME is at 113.30, down 2.87. Amy's down 3.26. Let's see. Let's see here. Hope you're good. Much love. What's up, Simon? How you doing? BBIG days to cover. Yeah, we haven't looked at it yet. I'll pull it up real quick. If I start seeing any nonsense, oh Jesus, 1.48 days to cover. 25. Oh my God, they borrowed 800,000 shares against it today. Watch out. Watch out on BBIG. So watch it start to gamma a little bit, and then they start to hit it. So watch out on BBIG. I'm probably, I don't know. It's up a lot in the pre-market right now. If the market starts to sell off, watch out. It could get interesting. Let's see. Squeeze week. Let's go. I mean, it might. I don't know. I mean, we'd have to see a lot of buying pressure. And we'll look at the option chain. Let's see. It'll populate here. There's nothing here. Literally. I mean, there's a lot at 20 that are decent that are going to go out of the money in pre-market, but like there's nothing from like 21 to 23, nothing crazy that we would really be like, oh yeah, gamma ramp. It's just not there. It will come by the end of this week. Oh my God, BBIG new pre-market highs. Here we go, people. Let's make some money. How are they borrowing shares on BBIG when the utilization is maxed? Is it now? It's 99.88. So it's not maxed. There are some more shares, but I don't know. That's kind of weird. IWM short data. Yep. It was, what was it? 35 last time we looked at it. Kind of crazy. I bet they're taking out a lot of shares against it today, like this morning. So let's see what they got over here. Yeah, 474,000 shares, 37 essentially percent shorted on IWM, 66% utilization. Nonsense over there on IWM. All right. BBIG is looking good. Those are 5-minute candles over there. We'll leave that. That's fine. Amy's on the 1 minute. I'll SPY on the 1 minute too. Even though it's going to look kind of gnarly, we can do this and just kind of spread it out a little bit. FTC and DOJ press conference today. Interesting. 13.4 million volume on BBIG. Yep. That's the other thing you have to watch out on BBIG. If the volume starts to dry up, I'm out. No, thank you. 37%, just insane with 2,000 stocks in it. Yeah, they are. I mean, here, so yeah, they could be shorting IWM in order to get that short exposure on AMC, but AMC is like 0.44% of IWM, and they'd have to buy all the other stocks. Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. But with rate hikes coming and looming, it's possible that they're shorting IWM because those stocks are going to get hit the most when rates go up. It's still wildly overshorted, but that's an explanation for what we're seeing. BBIG, be careful with BBIG. Yeah, be very careful. There's no news on it yet, I don't think. So this is just FOMO gamma. I don't even think the shorts are covering on this thing yet. They're trying to short it more. So they're preparing for when they get to the danger zone, which I see about at 6-ish. Do you see ATVI this morning? Yeah. ATVI. Sometimes you just get lucky like that, people, and you just hit stuff. That's going to be ATVI is probably like a 10,000% gainer. Let's see. Will you let us know if BBIG volume decreases? Joanne, 100%. Right now, it's not. Right now, it's very high in the pre-market. What was their volume yesterday? Or Friday, it was like 150 million, I think we saw. So if we beat that, good. If it starts to falter out, I don't think it will today, though, because everybody was talking about this thing yesterday. All right, I'm going to change the color of this thing over here. Hold on. This is pissing me off. I want it blue. I want it this color. It's a little better. It's a little bit better. I just want SPY to get out of this range that we see here. So it's just in the box. It's in the box. Here we go, people. Why is AMC not in the S&P 500? It's just not one of the largest 500 companies. All right. So what we're looking at for AMC today is honestly, here's what we need to see. We need to see the market stop pooping itself because no matter what you want to say about negative beta or AMC doesn't follow the market, over the last couple of weeks, it has. So we need the market to really start to bend back in the right direction and give us that little runway that we've been talking about for a little bit of a run. But honestly, with today starting off below 20, I wouldn't say that's the worst thing in the world for a little bit of a gamma ramp. Buying weeklies on it is kind of crazy. It's a very, very risky thing to do. If you personally want to do it, I can't stop you. It's your money. Do whatever you want with it. Just know the risk if you're putting your money into weekly calls on AMC. We're going to need to see a lot of buying pressure start to come back out in order to get us moving back to the upside. But the SPY is down about 1% in the pre-market right here. BBIG is looking good. GME's at 114, about down 2.3. And AMy's down about 3.45%. Crypto dumping. Zero Hedge is saying bonds are going to tank. Yeah, if yields start to go up, bond value, like the principal, what's it called? I think it's a principal, right? Just the value of the actual bond is going to come down. Let's see. Ukraine and Russia is not helpful. No, not really. We're seeing a lot of oil moves too. Oil. What's what do you call it? I think it's XLE. Yeah, XLE is doing good. So watch oil today. We'll pull this up a couple of times. I've seen a lot of stuff come through on oil. What's Oxy up in the pre-market? Oxy 1.46. It could be a month for oil plays. What's Gush looking like? Gush is the 3 times levered natural gas and oil. 1.8%. I mean, they're all starting to do well. So watch oil. What's Exxon doing right now? Exxon up 1.28. So watch for these oil moves to start to come in and drive some stuff over there. There could be a little bit of a move if oil continues to freak out like it is. But let's get BBIG up here for now. Watch what that does when the market opens. Amy's coming back down. We got about 14 minutes here, people. Here we go. OXM. Okay, no pre-market trading on this thing, but that could be decent. Or I don't see it on Webull. BP running. Yeah, all the oil stocks are going. Banks might be a good buy soon. All missed earnings when are dipping. When rates go up, their value will go up. Yeah, Jeff. That too. Just get those 50-cent calls. Duh, says Matt Harper. Hey, if you can afford it, you can do whatever you want. People don't realize oil products in almost every single product in the market. Oil ain't going away. No, it's not going away, but I think there's an opportunity here. I mean, we may have missed the boat. They've been running for a while. I've seen a lot of oil moves start to come through. Oh, XOM. Yeah, Exxon. Geo, you can get the bigger moves on on Gush and stuff, but I mean, Exxon will probably be decent. Oh, I rug pulled on my bank. Funds ready to get more. Amy, there you go. There you go, people. Amy selling off a little bit here. $19.79 right now. GME. Where is it? Down 2.6. Amy selling off. Strictly speaking, the market makers usually hedge options. The only way to legally force them to go into the market is to buy shares and exercise your call options. Alyssa, yes. Or like the price needs to disjoint out of their range. Right now, they're fine. All right, remember, they took out a boatload of shares against Amy this morning. They're hitting her right now. So the SPY's not doing a whole lot. It's actually coming up a little bit here, and Amy's getting a little bit of a beating. So, whoa, here she comes. Here she comes. Let's go back to AMC's Ortex real quick to just see how many shares they've taken out on loan. It's a decent amount. So let's see. What is it, like 800,000? Oh, shit. Oh, boy. Look at this. 3.25 million shares already. Whoa. They're doing it on AMC today. What did they do on GME? Have they done it over here too? Not really, 16,000 shares. But the estimated short interest on Amy right now is getting up to, if I was short, I don't know what the hell they're doing. Here's the thing we have to think about. We want, yet utilization is low. Exactly. Here's the thing. We want utilization and cost to borrow to start stepping back up. The only way that that is going to happen is if they take out more shares on loan and sell them into the open market and flood the market with supply. We can counteract that by just buying the shares and saying, nope, we're going to provide enough buying volume in. So, yeah, the stock will go down a little bit, but not too much. But if they're going to do that and the buyers aren't going to step back in, watch out below because it's right now we're back to that fundamental thesis. Now, people are kind of like the new people that are in this are like, oh my God, what are we talking about? Fundamentals now? If you remember back in March, April, May, all we were saying was yes, high short interest, lots of shares out there, most likely that shouldn't be there. But at the end of the day, it's trading so far below fundamental value. We're going to make the decent amount of money on it anyway. And we were right. I think on this channel, I started talking about AMC when it was sub 8, around there, 8 to 10. So it's still up 100% from there. And now they're shorting it even more while it's still below fundamental value. It's like, okay, I see it as being at least 28. At least 28. If they come out and are like, oh yeah, free cash flow profitability, oh, watch out. But again, right now we're gonna see some nonsense. Like honestly, what's the bad news on AMC today? Nothing. Down 4.23% in the pre-market. That's nonsense right there. Absolutely nonsense. Rate hikes. And I think they're kind of getting fearful of some rate hikes, but I don't see one happening in January, but I will prepare myself for a rate hike move, if that makes sense. So I think the Fed talk's gonna come what is it, next week or the week after. So we'll see what happens there. But right now, we got about 9 minutes until the market opens. Amy's at 1969. BBIG selling back off a little bit here, still above 450 though. So let's see what happens with some of these options and some of the hedging that they're going to need to do. SPY's down 1%. Whew. Whew. 420 to 440 puts for the 21st. I don't know about that one. Did you see the document about margin call on 2001? No, I didn't, but send me that. If it's a margin call at 2001, it's gonna be a long, like they're margin calling the longs. Yield's gonna drag us all down more, Jeff. Probably. I mean, when they start hiking up rates, it's going to be nasty. Like here's the thing. We're going to be able to make money off of the Fed raising rates, but it's going to be nasty in the market. Like it's going to be a put play most likely, unless it's going to be just like the taper and then everything rips, which I don't think. I think the taper is less severe than the rate hikes. What about Lucid this week? How is Lucid doing? Lucid down. Well, Lucid, here's the thing. Lucid's down like 3.6 per 3.7% in the pre-market coming down. But they also have their lockup expiring this week. So watch out over there on I'm not touching anything on Lucid this week. And if I do, it's probably going to be puts. So let's see here. Amy selling off a little bit more here. GME kind of holding up here. Lower volume on, I mean, the volume on AMC is huge. They took out 3.25 million shares. Nonsense. I really want to purchase BBIG options, but I have no day trades available. Do you think it will run more days? It's very possible, Trevor. The thing is about BBIG right now is we're going to see a lot of volatility. Once it crosses 5, it's dangerous on either side because you're going to see big swings up and big swings down. So you just got to watch out and try to pick your entry points. I'm probably going to hold my contracts for a couple of days just to see, because I don't think the shorts right now, they're trying to take out more shares against it to short it. So they're not really thinking about covering right now, because think about it. It was at 12 at one point. Like if you were shorting it like at 11, 10, 9, you are still up a wild amount on your short position. You don't really care about the stock running back up to 5. You're like, yeah, whatever. I'm still big green. But if it starts to break 5, break 6, break 650, then it starts to get interesting. So who knows? Stock Raider says BBIG hitting 20 this week. That would be gnarly. Let's see. All right. Amy, you're hurting. You're hurting me right now. What is this nonsense that you have going on? All right. BBIG's coming back down to VWAP. Jimmy selling off a little bit, down 3%. Here we go. I can't believe they are shorting AMC. Me too. You think it has to do with options? Yeah. They're trying to, so the thing right now, these market makers can do one very, very easy thing in order to lower their exposure. They can do one thing. It's really easy. We made a video on it the first time Stonko Tracker freaked out, and I'm just honestly surprised that they are not doing it now. All they have to do is buy back the contracts, because technically they are short all of those calls. When they sell those calls, they are creating them. They are selling you a new contract. So the market makers have sold all, how much is it? Where is it? Oh, wait, it's over here. They have sold all 89,000 in the money calls, 652,000 out of the money calls. They have sold all of these, and they are up probably 90% on that position right now, at least, because those contracts have significantly depreciated. So all they would have to do to limit their gamma exposure, which, I mean, this week it's there, but we need to see the call contracts come in closer. If that doesn't happen, it's like, I don't know. But all they would have to do is go out and buy the contracts back, because then they go from -1 to 0. The contract now no longer exists. They've bought to close. They're not doing it. So that kind of tells us that they might be trying to squeeze those last couple of dollars out of the contract, but like, why? Like, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It's like you're already like, you're not going to make that much more on those contracts. Amy popping back up a little bit here. Thomas Calhoun, just more opportunities to average down this week. There you go. There you go. Yes, quick shout out to all of the members of the channel, the new members, the old members, the OGs. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much. They can't buy back contracts that get exercised. Right, but you can buy them back before they get exercised. Here's the thing. They have a certain net amount of exposure, Alyssa, on their balance sheet. So let's just say they have 100,000 contracts on their of what they sold at Virtue, let's say. They can go out in the open market and buy the contracts back, and then they don't have any exposure. Just like when you sell a covered call, if it runs in the money by the time before you get exercised or you get assigned, you can just buy back the contract and you don't get exercised. And then you're fine. Please hit the like to show your support, says Bliss. Hello, Bliss. Thank you. Yeah, if you guys don't mind hitting that like button on the stream. Who the hell is buying puts against AMC? The traders. You know why? Because it makes sense. Here's the thing that I like. After the 1348 cross back in November, everything has been bearish on AMC's chart except for like the option chain. If you're a trader and you don't care about this, you're gonna trade it to the downside. That's just how it works. Like, you can't like fault people for that. Like, it's just a technical setup, which sucks. I don't want to see a lot of people buying puts, because if those puts run in the money, which they have, it leads to more shorting. But people are going to do it, just like people are going to buy the 145s that expire this week. Like, people are going to do it. Space Agent, thank you so much for becoming a member. I really, really appreciate that, man. Shout out to you. Really appreciate that. Let's see here. BBIG goes brr. It is going brr right now at 475. My God. Here's the other thing. With this option chain right here, the deltas on the 350s, the 3s, the 4s are all going to increase a little bit, mostly on the 4s. So those are going to be a little bit more dangerous for the market makers. They're going to have to hedge a little bit more over there. SPY coming down a little bit in the pre-market here. Amy down 4.38. I mean, ape-wise, I know it makes sense. Oh, I don't think apes are. And here's the thing. Even if apes are buying puts, here's the thing. If you're buying puts against AMC to hedge your shares, that's not dumb. Like, think about this. It's insurance against your position. Yeah, it's going to lead to more shorting with the market makers. But let's just say AMC ran to like, I don't know, 300 and you buy put contracts at 250. You are essentially saying that, okay, the lowest amount that I will sell at is 250. It's insurance on your position. That's what options boil down to. It's just insurance. All right, people, we have 2 minutes left until the market opens. Oh, we got a bunch of people in here. What's up, everybody? What is going on? BBIG popping. AMC kind of at the lows here at 1971. Jimmy trying to get a little bit of a move here. Let's see. All right. So this demand zone right here is looking pretty good in terms of being a level of support. So SPY's bounce off of it. 1, 2, 3. This is kind of fourth time that SPY's done this. We're going to watch this today. I don't know if I'm going to take any SPY trades. If it breaks down below this, this is kind of what we're looking at on SPY over the long-term trend. If it breaks down below, watch this level right here, which is 451. And that could take about a week to play out. So if it starts to bounce below, retest the top of this and starts to come back down, watch it get a little gnarly. All right. 1 minute left, people. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Slap that like, people, says Michael. What's up, man? Thank you for that. Why is no one talking about the revenue for the latest movie Scream? Was it good? Microsoft buying ATVI? No ATVI chart? Not right now. I mean, what is it at? It's at like 93, I think I saw it at last time. or 89. It was around there, 86. So watch this. The price that they're acquiring at is 95. So typically with those buyouts, you could get a run up to 95, but the option chain on that's gonna be like jacked. So watch out. Uh 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 I don't know if I would be taking any SPY trades. Right. Is there any doubt? Are you thinking I'm going to YOLO the SPY today? Are you thinking I'm going to do it? I don't know. All right. So hold on now. SPY now down below this demand zone here. It's done it a few times and then just comes back in. So let's see what happens. Oh, ding, ding, ding. Market is open. Here we go, people. Amy popping back up a little bit here. BBIG. Let's see what we're going to get over here. 477. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Here she goes. GME kind of hanging down around here right now. What is this? 1 minute candle. These are all 1 minutes, I think. I think BBIG is the 5 minute though. Yeah, so let's throw BBIG on the 1 minute really quickly just to take a look over here. Amy getting a nice little pop here, trying to get up to 20 here. Let's see the SPY. Ooh, there she goes down below this zone right here. Watch out below on SPY. All right, here we go. So on SPY right now, I might just get a couple of contracts just to play it to the downside. I mean, you might as well. If it's going to come up, retest this demand zone, I will get some SPY contracts. So let's see, which it probably will. So it's really getting a hit here on the SPY, really getting a little bit of a hit. So hold on. I might get a little trade. If you guys remember last Monday when we hit that nasty 300% SPY play out of nowhere, just got those at the open. Those were pretty sweet. Let's see. All right. I might get a couple of these just for funsies. Just for how much settled cash do I have? That's the real question. How much settled cash do we have? Oh. All right. BBIG contracts are absolutely printing. That is awesome. Nice. Absolutely crushing it over there. All right. Hold on. SPY. All right. This is what we're going to do. We're going to do 2 of these. Well, that is drunk right here. All right. We're going to get 2 of these just in case. All right, let's see what happens over here. Just in case, just a little nice entry position to just see what's going to happen with the SPY. And then if it really starts to get going, we'll see what happens. But SPY is looking very, very, very nasty here. Amy getting some red candles. BBIG holding up decently above 450. Wow, GME. Watch out below on everything right here. So now here's the thing. If SPY is going to come up and retest some of these levels, I mean, it might. Let's see. What are you guys thinking about? What are you guys thinking about over here? AMC dip buy here. Yeah, I mean, okay. So SPY's trying to move back up here. Watch it at the upper end of this demand zone. But once the 50 starts to go, this was just a quick try to grab it as it's starting to come down. Let me pull it up on 1348 just to kind of take a look. See over here. What the hell is this nonsense? Yeah. My whole trading view chart was messed up over here. All right, gap down on SPY, 5 minute chart. Where's my 13? Oh, this whole thing is jacked up. That's why, because I don't have extended hours on here. It just looks silly now. All right, everything's starting to make this move. SPY's trying to come back up a little bit here. Let's see what happens. Oh, BBIG looking nasty. All right, GME coming down. Let's see what happens around here. Almost green on BBIG. There you go. Also, for everybody new filtering in right now, if you guys don't mind hitting that like button on the stream, it just helps out with the algorithm a little bit. So thank you guys. So Apple going like down or up? The shorts have won? No. Mickey, just because the price is going down doesn't mean that the shorts are right. They just have more money to throw at you to make you feel scared. So let's see here. SPY's kind of bouncing around in this range here. Let's see if these are up a little bit. Not too much. Let's see. I'll probably hold these for a while until... Where's 1348 looking like? Why is this so drunk over here? This is weird. All right, let's see. Volume is good for this time of the morning, so there's that. Yeah, but it's selling volume. That's the problem. It's just selling volume. Coming down to 19 right now. We're down about 6%. SPY's trying to make a move back up to VWAP here. Watch it test and come right back down. GME's selling. Oh, BBIG with a candle here. Uh-oh. So I mean, again, they took out a boatload of shares against Amy today. A boatload. They took out about 3.25 million in the pre-market. I bet remember, they had a lot of shares to use against GME. They could be starting to use those today. So let's see what's going to happen. I'm going to sneeze again. Just bought 15 more GME. There you go, my man. There you go. All right. What's BBIG doing? It's holding up good over here. All right. SPY's being a little a-hole. Activision, is it still going? Oops. 85. Yeah, no. So Activision, watch this one start to settle down a little bit over here. I don't know. That one's not a whole lot of. There goes the SPY. Test the VWAP. Come right back. Ooh, volatility coming over here. Here we go. RSI is at 13. Nonsense. Nonsense over here. All right. SPY moving down. Yeah, this is looking bit. Oh, this SPY trade could be dirty. All right, let's see. BBIG kind of hanging right around 468. AMC trying to get a little bit of a bounce back up here. SPY is really coming down. This will probably be a quick flip on this one, just to take some cash out. If we start, let's see, what strike is this? Okay, I'll probably sell one of them at one point and then just let the other one ride. I mean, they are dailies. I do like to YOLO the SPY a lot. So let's see what happens. DWAX climbing. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so Amy right now is hanging right around 19. So nonsense. I mean, at least holy shit, SPY. DWAC is going. Well, these SPY puts are printing. Well, that's nice. DWAC is ripping right now. 75. Woo! Woo! Grandpa Barney, what's up, man? How you doing? Good morning. Come on, family. They're doing this because we have already won. Just keep buying and holding. Do jumping jacks. No pun intended. Yeah, at least Hood is tanking too. Thank God. Thank God. All right, DWAC looking good. Grandpa Barney, thank you so much for that super. I appreciate that, man. China market selling off. I bet the European markets selling off too. What's BBIG looking like? If it hangs above 450, that'll be good. All right, these SPY contracts are printing. Let's see. Let's see what we got over here. I'll probably make it free on the SPY if it goes up 100%, and then I will leave that other contract for the rest of the day. I don't know. Let's see. Amy selling off now down below 19. This is getting gnarly over here. Jeez. But again, remember this right here. What did we just hold on? How much did they take out on GME? Did we get another update? 17,000. AMC. Let's see how many shares they took out on loan against it today, just to show you the absolute bullshit that we're dealing with. 3.25 fucking million shares. Million. That is so many. All right, SPY trying to make a little bit of a move up here, but it is a lot. Oh, hold on now. BBIG with a giant candle over here. Absolute monster candle on BBIG. Holy shit. All right, watch 5 on BBIG. SPY is trying to make a little bit of a move here, but let's see what's going to happen with BBIG approaching 5. If it approaches 5 and hits it with momentum, it's going to go nasty. You should have got the DWAC YOLOs last Monday when I told you I have a million of these BBIG calls, so I'll be all right over here. Let's see what happens with SPY over here. It's trying to kind of form a little bit of a base here, but again, oh man, it is. Where's the MACD on the 5-minute? Just screaming red. And the 13 has just crossed below the 48. So interesting over here, people. Oh, here comes BB. Yeah, they knocked it at 5. So watch these moves at 5 for BBIG, just because they're going to be very, very worried about those 70,000, might even be more now, 77,000 contracts at 5. So that's going to be a little bit interesting over here. They will keep borrowing shares, so retail can't win. No, not necessarily true. Hold on, Eric. Very interesting over there. Hold on now, buddy. If that's true, that's some pretty big news. Hold on. Eric, I really hope that's not for Q3. I really hope that's not for Q3. Because I think it is. Damn it, Eric. Yeah. Yeah, no. Nothing here. That's from Q3. That's no news over here. All right. SPY coming back up, trying to hit that VWAP number over here. BBIG's at 484. Amy coming back down. I don't know. Watch out below on the SPY. If it cannot get above any of these levels over here, it's going to be a little bit bearish coming over here. 1231 on Bloomberg. They wouldn't report it on 1231. Can you send me a screenshot of that? Because if it's the same, how many shares do they have? Is it 40,015,669? Is it that number, or is it 49 million? Because that's a big. All right, coming back up to 5 on BBIG. Amy trying to pop a little bit here. The SPY is trying. Let's see. Some apes ain't in profit. Most of them aren't. Is it true BlackRock increased their position 9 million shares? 39 million? Oh, I gotta send him a message. He's looking at Q3 numbers. Bloomberg is not like the source that we need to be looking at over here, guys. Let me get a screenshot. Eric, thank you. This is the second time. All right, BBIG now back above 5. SPY's coming back down over here. This is nice. I'm hitting the down on the SPY and the up on BBIG. Nice. Lucid, what did Lucid do just now? Is Lucid really going wild? Lucid's getting hammered. SPY coming back down over here. Let's get BBIG back up here, because if it crosses 5, hold on, sorry. SPY down here. Yeah, here comes the SPY. All right. BBIG struggling to get up. Here it comes. Yeah, so here's the thing. BlackRock, their 13F isn't out yet, I believe. So this is the thing. Jay Brown's let me just drop a like here. Yeah, so this whole BlackRock buying shares thing, I swear if it's from Q3, I'm gonna lose my mind. Or text for AMC and GME. Tyler, yeah. So they took out a lot. They took out a lot of shit. 3.25 million against AMC today. All right. So on that big red candle on the 1 minute for SPY, it did kind of eat that back up and come back down. Let's see. GME popping back up a little bit here. BBIG looking for that cross above 5. I think we're gonna get it today. Oh, SPY getting a candle over here. Let's see. All right, here we go. Today at noon. Okay, so we have this DOJ thing coming up. All right, SPY is trying to break VWAP here. Where's 1348? It's coming a little bit. Let's see. Here comes the chin. I love it. All right, SPY trying to make VWAP over here. Oh, there BBIG goes. Watch this hedging come in. Amy popping back up. Amy's at 1925 right now. SPY rejected off VWAP. Watch out below over here. 42 million already on BBIG. Yeah, 44 million is what I'm seeing over here. All right, SPY is bouncing back up right here. 1348 still says to, yeah, I mean, I'm staying in this trade for a little bit. BBIG above 5. Yep. Morning, broski. What's up? Not a hedge fund. How you doing? Amy trying to pop back up here. SPY's looking all right. BBIG above 5. GME's trying to pop back up. All right. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a turnaround in the market today. Watch SPY around VWAP over here. The 1 minute MACD is trying to cross, but let's see what's going to happen. Also, for everybody new filtering in right now, if you guys don't mind, hit that like button on the stream. It just helps out with the algorithm a little bit. So thank you guys so much for those of you who have done that and those of you who are going to. But let's see over here. All right. Ooh, SPY's getting some candles over here. SPY's getting some candles over here. Ho. Interesting now. Interesting. So SPY's trying to make a little bit of a move here. So let's see. Thanks for the discount. There you go. There you go. All right. Amy, 1930 right now. BBIG coming back down. So we need to see that big break of 5 in order to see a lot of those contracts start to get hedged. Lucid coming back. Everything's starting to come back with the SPY trying to make a move back here. But this is just 2 big 1 minute candles. So I don't know. Let's see what happens. If it's going to reject here and make a new low, I'll just take these contracts off the table and just live to fight another day. Tesla skyrocketing. Is it now? Well, hold on. Here's the thing. It's just the SPY starting to move. Tesla, this is the same move out of the SPY and Tesla. So that's why we have the SPY up over here, because it's going to really tell us where everything's really starting to go. SPY, what we doing here? What we doing here? Sell those puts? I don't know. Okay. Let me see. Oh, I can do this right here? Oh, nasty. Hold on. How much can I? Huh. All right, I'll leave these for a little bit and see what happens. Oh, big red on the SPY. Let's see. I might take the SPY off the table in a little bit over here. These BBIG calls are up. I mean, I'm up 170%, 150%. So let's see what happens. SPY moving back down to VWAP here. Everything's starting to get this move down. DWAC, is it still going above 75? What the hell was that? Are you kidding me right now? Hold on. My keyboard might have died. That might be what the issue was. Yeah, keyboard died. All right. Why is this nonsense over here, people? Absolute nonsense. All right. So SPY is kind of moving down here. Tried to get a little bit of a pop, but watch out. So BBIG is at 495. GME right around VWAP. SPY right around VWAP. Everything's right around VWAP right now. So let's see. 1,200% on BBIG. Ho, 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 ho. BBIG 13 EMA about across on the day chart could be big. Yeah, that could be big. SPY moving back down here. Let's see what's gonna happen. Amy just kind of chilling out. Let's see. Check the MACD. It's real. It might be real as of last quarter, but Eric, I'll take a look. What's the date on it? 12/31. BlackRock. They had more shares than this previously. This is increased by 7%. This doesn't make any sense. This doesn't make a whole lot of sense because I'm reading it on Fintel as they had more than this. So this is weird. And here's the thing, Bloomberg terminals are not going to have better data. It's just a scraper. You just look at the 13Fs. So it says they increased their position by 7% to 39 million, but when we look over here, where is it? Hold on. Where is it? Right here. That's Citadel. And we sort it by the shares. They have 40 million. So I don't know what's going on over here on Bloomberg. They might be having a little bit of an issue, but I don't know. That's weird. I don't see them as ever having that 39 million number. So that's a weird one. All right, SPY moving down here. BBIG trying to get above that 5 again. Amy trying to get a little bit of a pop as the SPY is coming down. Look out below. Happy birthday, STV. Show me them ankles. Interesting. Snagged another 50 at 1818. Yeah, I agree that it's all weird. Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense. All right, SPY moving down. What are these contracts looking like? All right, back slightly red. All right, BBIG's contracts 147%. Nice. I mean, if these go to $1, I'll be printing. All right, SPY moving down big right here. So watch this. That's why I have these SPY puts. Let's see. I mean, I'll try to make them free at some point and then just leave the contract for the rest of the day. But SPY doesn't look like it's going to be very nice today to anybody. So Amy coming back down. BBIG at 495. Again, 51 million in volume so far. That's going to get nasty, especially with the gamma. Am I moving? Oh, no, I'm not. All right, here we go. When did we ever hit 1818? We hit 1878. All right, SPY moving down here. All right, let's see. Confirm, trust me, bro. Yeah, Melvin bullish. Melvin was right. Oh, what's up, man? How you doing? Melvin was right. Obviously, they weren't because they almost capitulated. So Melvin was not right. Here's the thing. Melvin was shorting GME and all these other stocks at like 30. Melvin was wrong. BBIG will be the new hot streams. I mean, I don't think so. I think BBIG is going to be a pretty quick move until the shorts really start to pile back in, and then Cryptide comes out, and then it'll just do it again. But SPY bleeding out right here. Let's see. What are these contracts up? All right. Oh, that's why. All right. BBIG is kind of flagging over here. All right, SPY moving down. Nice. I like this. Is Microsoft moving up on the Activision news? No, moving down. So again, all right, SPY coming down, looking for a new low down here. With the Activision news on Microsoft, this is something that I want everybody to understand if they haven't already. When you look at buyouts or acquisitions, typically the company acquiring will go down and the company getting acquired will go up. Now with the market today, it's like, oh, SPY pop. Here we go. So, all right, BBIG's at 492 right now. It's looking for a pop over here. So these kind of hundreds, oh, nice. I like this. I like this. Let's see. STV's chair. Thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that, man. Hit the like, get to 1K. Do it from Grandpa Barney. Whew! Here we go. All right, SPY moving down, trying to make a new low over here. Let's see what's going to happen with BBIG. GME kind of hanging out here. SPY moving down. Amy coming down. Ooh, there comes BBIG back down over here. Let's see. These SPY contracts are up like 16% right now. BBIG contracts up 100. The other ones are up 150. Interesting. Very weird start to the morning so far. Not a whole lot of news coming out. BBIG's coming back to the 50 MA. Honestly, if it gets this pop off of it right here, like it looks like it, hold on now, BBIG. Watch out. Hey man, great show. Love from the UK here. Get them. Amy's cheap. Space Agent. Good to see you in here, man. Thank you so much for becoming a member too. All right, let's see. SPY, what are we doing? What are we doing on the SPY? BBIG coming down. I want this to flip. I want the SPY to go down, BBIG to go up. GME's making a move back up here, but it's at 110 right now. Amy's kind of holding flat at 1921. Let's see if the buyers are going to step back in on BBIG and say, nope, bring it back to the upside. But let's see here. Let's see. Al from Boston claims Bloomberg Terminal BlackRock increases AMC position by 9 million shares. I would say that is up in the air and not entirely correct right now, because if you look on Fintel, which is the same, like they're all getting their data from the same sources, BlackRock had like 40 million shares. So Bloomberg right now on the screenshot is showing it as 39 million. So that would be impossible. DWAC breaking out. Oh, here comes the SPY. Print my puts, please. All right, BBIG coming down. Let's see. Let's see. DWAC flat. What is it doing? All right, let's get DWAC over here. DWAC looking good. It's at 76.84 SPY. And it's selling off and then just bouncing right back up. So hold on. Let's see what's going on. BBIG, what are we going to do over here? A little bit of a sell-off before a nice little cook back to the upside. Is that what we're looking at? Need BBIG to stay above 450. SPY moving down over here. AMC getting worked hard. Yeah, I mean, they took out 3.25 million shares. It's insane. Go, Amy. Amy, not really. SPY's coming down. Let's see what happens with this new low. BBIG selling off here. AMC or text. I got you guys. Yeah. Also, for everybody new filtering in, if you guys don't mind hitting that like button on the stream, let me just refresh this right here. Holy shit. 3.3 million shares borrowed against AMC today. So, I turned my flashlight on. That's not really what we want, is it now? It's nonsense. 19.7% estimated short interest. So let's see. I don't know. BBIG is looking like it wants to bounce up here a little bit. Let's see what happens with these SPY puts. I mean, they're still green for now. I might just hold them for a while because the trade still looks awesome. BBIG selling off here. Here. Let's see. All right. SPY moving down. These contracts are now up 19, 20%. Nice. GME's trying. All right, let's see what the news is saying. Tesla Solar City purchase was bailout spurred by Musk, says the lawyers. Ruh-roh. All right, let's see what happens with BBIG over here at this 100 MA. If it comes down and tests the top of the demand zone, that wouldn't be the worst thing. I just want it to stay above 450. But you need the momentum. You need the buying pressure to stick on BBIG. So it's at 60 million in volume right now. Watch these volume candles. It is slowing down a little bit. So let's see over here. AMC 1924. SPY trying to make a move back up here. GME trying to make a move. I don't know. Let's see what happens. SSR is useless. Right. Let's see. Grandpa Barney, thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that, man. Grandma and Grandpa Barney, send you all our love and strength. You didn't come this far to quit. Great prices. Buy and breathe. You got this. Grandpa Barney, thank you, man. I appreciate all the support over here all the time. Thank you. All right, BBIG looking like it wants to try to make a move back up here at about 470 right now. SPY's trying to make a little bit of a move here, but I mean, that kind of looks like a little head and shoulders. So let's see what happens over here. Let's take a look at it on the 1348. Still looking good on the 5 minute chart. So let's see over here. Thanks for the discount, Kenny. Yup. Yup. All right, here we go. So Amy 1924 coming down. SPY. Nope. All right. BBIG. What are we looking at over here? What are we looking at here, buddy? Hanging around the 100. Let's see here. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Good out of the money calls for AMC. I'm not, I mean, I wouldn't buy anything out of the money. I'd buy something like really, really close to the money or in the money. But that's just what I'm doing personally because I know how everything's going to get affected by all the contracts running in the money or at the money and what the market maker has to do. You can make your own decision on what you want to do. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to tell you kind of what happens when things start. All right. So the 50 and the VWAP on BBIG right now are kind of bending around. So we're going to need to see a lot more momentum off of this sell off in order for it to really come back to the upside. So let's see here. Is there any hope for Prague? Prague needs news. They kind of messed around with it with the short interest numbers. So I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. BBIG could get some big buy orders right here. It's coming back up a little bit here. SPY coming down again. Ethan, thank you so much for the super. Short interest is higher than the price. That's a hell of a discount. That's true. That in terms of a percentage, the short interest on Amy's at like 19.7. SPY's moving down. BBIG's trying to get a nice little pop here. Let's see what happens. Any shot we get back up to 21. If we start to get that buying pressure coming back in, yes. If not, we're gonna start ping-ponging around. And with the market weak like this, what the hell is this nonsense over on the VWAP? STV's chair, thank you so much for the super chat rally for ankles. Now, you guys don't have to do that if you don't want to, but thank you so much for the supers. I really appreciate it, guys. BBIG trying over here. GME selling off the VWAP. SPY right hanging out at the lows right here. Let's see. Up like 10% on SPY puts right now. Let's see what happens. I mean, if you get a couple of candles, it could really start to get going. Hood going to nothing. Let's celebrate. I mean, I'm hoping Hood. All right. BBIG loves hanging out at this 100 right now. So let's see what happens over here. GME broke down below VWAP. Let's see. Amy. Oh, shoot. I got class in an hour. That's interesting. But guess what? I'm still going to be on live. It's how it works these days. That's how we're going to do things. Ooh, here. SPY might start to come down here. Watch out. Let's see here. But apes are consistently buying. It doesn't look like they are. It doesn't look like they are. Like people say that they are, but it just doesn't look like it in the price action. Like if we saw a lot of apes buying, we would see and like strategically buying their calls, then we would see this at a much different price. All right, SPY puts are coming really nice here. BBIG looking good over here. Amy coming down. SPY is just it's trying to go lower and then it just gets whoop, buys coming right back up. GME 109.10. Watch 100 on GME today if it really starts to get gnarly. AMC hanging right around 18, 19 right now. Let's see. SPY moving down again. What do you mean? I just bought 10 more shares. Here's the other thing. People like to complain also about like what do you call it? The dark pool percentage. There's such an easy fix for this. It's such an easy fix. It's just buy to a lit exchange. If you don't like that the dark pool percentage is so high every single day, then buy to a lit exchange and spread the word. That's what we're doing over here. Like if you're upset about that, in order to decrease the buys getting sent into the dark pool, well, you need to BBIG hanging around the 100 right now. SPY selling off big. Look out below on the SPY. Then you need to send your orders to a lit exchange. Can we get an Ortex on SFT? Yes, you can. All right, shift. Let's see what we got over here. All right, so shift 89% or 90% utilization essentially. 27.83% short interest, low cost to borrow though, which is interesting, and 6.58 days to cover. See, these SPY moves are kind of annoying. Like it'll just come down and then just get popped right back up. BBIG hanging right around its 100 MA right now. I mean, looks like a little head and shoulders over here. Not the best, but we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. BBIG Ortex, it's gnarly. Let me see how many shares they've taken. We can do a little like flow through Ortex. Let's do AMC right now. Last time it was 3.3 million shares. Let's see if we got anything updated. 3.3 million shares on AMC, taken out on loan today. Let's see what GME is looking like if they've really gone for it as well. 18,000 shares. They already have a giant amount of shares like in the back pocket to sell on GME. BBIG, they've taken out 918,000 shares, return shares 303. So they're not covering right here on BBIG. Not yet. They don't have to. So the danger zone on BBIG that I see is like 6 to 8. Let's see. AMC volume at no AMC's 9 million. That's a lot. SPY trying to make a little bit of a move here. Let's see what happens with BBIG and GME. SPY's trying, but it doesn't look good overall. Ooh, the MACD is flattening out a little bit over here. Let's see. BBIG's trying to step its way up here. Let's see. Danger zone. Yep. What would you do if Mo asked during class? I would just leave. I mean, I'm not going to go to any classes anyway, guys. Like, whoa, Grandpa Barney, thank you so much for that big super. Ankles and blue wrench. Grandpa likes to play. Love STV. Love you, Jack. What's up with the ankles? Buy a share for Jack. Buy a share, Jack, for Mom. I'm having fun. All right, Grandpa Barney. I might have to do that. There we go. What's Max Payne? Max Payne's at 22. Grandpa Barney, thank you so much for that super. Let's see here. BBIG gonna rip soon. It might. I mean, it's at 471 right now. Ooh, SPY might be coming up for a little VWAP test here. Little testy test of the VWAP. BBIG RSI cool off. Yeah. Yeah, here's the thing. They took out 3.3 million shares against it today. That's a third of the volume so far. That's craziness. Like absolute craziness. So I don't know. Let's see what happens here. Is what's here? You have to think about, are these moves wild overreactions on AMC? Yes, they're wild overreactions. Should we be down 8% right now? No. No. All right. BBIG coming back up to the 50. GME right below VWAP. SPY starting that next move down after that next little push up. I don't know. Let's see what happens here. Kill the SPY with fire. It might, with rates going the way that they're going. Plus all the at the money puts. Yeah, 3.3 million against who? AMC. And GME, they didn't do a whole lot, but they already have a shitload. Logan Smith, thanks for the super. Check Zoom. I bought more. I'll check some Zoom real quick. That thing is okay. So if you start to see schools start to go online, then Zoom's probably gonna do well. One day. All right, come on, BBIG, do your thing here. SPY, print some money for me. If you're gonna go down anyway, I'm gonna put myself in the position to make money off of you. Here we go. Rate hikes. They didn't do it yet. How are my forward calls? Oh shit, I haven't even checked. Probably not great. But BBIG and these SPY puts are carrying me today. Still in the green. So I mean, we'll be fine. Ecom V up 16%. That's an interesting one. Less than an hour and everyone wants to freak out. It tends to happen. Tends to happen. Oh, BBIG coming back to life here. Here we go, people. Here we go. Little 1 minute MACD crossover here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right. The SPY contracts are up like 9% right now. My BBIGs came down. Ooh, they came down a lot over here. After that move down, those weeklies came down a lot. So what I'll probably do if we see a big spike on BBIG today, I'll probably sell, make some of these contracts free maybe, and then roll them out a little bit. Let's see. MACD trying to cross on the 1 minute. Yeah, I see that right here. It just did. So SPY moving down a little bit here. Amy at 1893. Honestly, I didn't think we would see those prices again because there's no reason to. Like, you're down below fundamental value. You're going to short the nuts out of it. Okay, good luck. There's so many other bullish catalysts that can come in. And it's not just AMC, by the way. If you start to see GME do something crazy or any of these other stocks start to do something crazy that like AMC is linked to, well, then it's going to get gnarly for everybody. SB share. Yeah. We were looking at Activision a lot earlier this morning. It was up crazy. Also, here's the other thing. Everybody was saying that, if it drops below 20, I have this amount to buy. If it drops below 20, I have this amount to buy. I'm going to buy a bunch if it goes below 20. No, nobody did. SB share. Oh, I'll pull it up for you real quick, buddy. I'm not trying to be an asshole today. All right. Yeah, that's so it's at 84. It's slowly coming down today. So after that big boom in the pre-market when Microsoft announced what they were doing, all right, BBIG really starting to come back up here. Looking decent over here. No one's buying. Yeah. Best non-payment for order from platform. We need to spread the word. I mean, public doesn't, but what do you call it? How are these SPY puts not printing? That's kind of weird. I feel like, what's this move? How big is this move? We got it here, 459, 788. I mean, it's $1. These should be up a little bit more than that. Oh, look at this candle on BBIG. New day highs over here, looking like she wants to get spot. Oh, look at that candle. Look at that FU candle that BBIG just came in. Oh, that was gnarly, gnarly over there out of BBIG. All right. Amy trying to get back above 19. SPY trying to make a little bit of a move here, but not doing a whole lot. GME too. Oh, all right. This is where the hedging starts to come in. Watch out. Watch out. Now I'm back way up on these BBIG calls. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see what's going to happen over. Is that a halt? Is that a halt? Oh, it halted on the way up. Oh, that is gonna be nasty. All right, let's see. These SPY contracts are kind of pissing me off today. I mean, the thing is like I should be patient. It's like flickering between up 10% and down 10%. Like nothing's really going on. I mean, this is like a little bit of a double bottom here, but again, on 1348, what's it saying? It's still saying red. So hold on. We'll stay in these for a little bit. These BBIG contracts are going, no, uh-oh. Uh-oh. I mean, okay, where's 1348 on BBIG on the 4 hour? I think it already crossed. So this is, you can play this as a 1348 play. So let me go on the 4 hour over here and Jesus. All right, so the 1348 on BBIG crossed at about 351. So if you were trading BBIG with 1348 and it went from 350 to 530, you'd be pretty freaking happy right now. What does that mean for BBIG? Halts on the way up are pretty good. It was just a volatility halt. So what happened was it moved a certain percentage in a small amount of time. So they halt it really quickly. This should be a 5-minute halt. What time did it halt? 10:05. All right, so we should have about 4 minutes left for this halt. Watch SPY come up and test the 50 MA right now, and then come right back down and make a new low. So BBIG, oh man, that's gonna be gnarly. Short interest update. It's in like the 25% range. That's kind of what we were seeing over there. 30-day halt. Get out of here. Get out of here with that. Not SPY just came right through the 50, coming up to the VWAP again. So let's see what happens here. If it's going to come back down, if it blows right through it, I'll just take these contracts off the table, or I'll just leave them for the end of the day because BBIG looks like it's going to take me to Tendy land. So let's see. Amy at 1914. Flickering around down 7% right now, trying to make a little bit of a move back up. But let's see if SPY gets rejected. It may not and start to move back to the upside into this demand zone. I mean, now it's kind of a supply zone, but should be 5 minutes. Yes. All right. SPY rejected at VWAP. Let's see here. So we got 3 minutes left, most likely on BBIG's halt. If it halts and just goes, get ready. Get ready, people. Also, for everybody new filtering in right now, if you guys don't mind hitting that like button on the stream, it just helps out with the algorithm. Thank you guys so much for those of you who have already done that and who are going to. It helps out a whole lot. Shiny, thank you for the super. No settled cash. First world problem. Geo DMs. There you go, buddy. It ripped once it hit the 8 EMA on the 3 minute. Okay. I see that. I see that. Happy to be here, Vix. Mal, thank you. I appreciate that. BBIG is halted right now. So SPY is kind of hanging right around the 50 in the VWAP. We got 2 minutes left, most likely, on this BBIG haul. SPY's moving back down over here. Watch it kind of slowly bleed out. Let's see here. $4 cost for Friday, 30 contracts at 10. There you go, M. Kriegs. Let's see. Not a hedge fund. Thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that, buddy. Up 530% on your BBIG 5s. So many McChickens. There you go, buddy. I'm happy that you guys are able to make a little bit of money on the side while we're waiting for AMC to go. That's kind of what we're looking at here. That's what we're all working on. Let's see. These long institutions are not our friends. They are when they come in and buy. They are not when they put out the shares on loan and nobody takes them on loan. So let's see. SPY's kind of doing it a little bit of a the 1 minute MACD is looking like it wants to go. But the 5-minute is saying, screw you. So let's see what happens over here. I'll pull up SPY over here. The BBIG 1348 on the 4-hour would have been absolutely dirty if you were trading it. Honestly, I think I got in right around the time the 1348 crossed on the 4, maybe a little earlier. But let's see. All right, 1 minute left, most likely on this BBIG haul. Ooh, SPY coming up a little bit here. Let's see. DWAC going nuts also. There's a 30K buy order at BBIG for 626. No, there's not. No, there's not. Think BBIG is a distraction? There's no such thing as a distraction. Make your money, get out. That's kind of what it is. It's like make your money in the thing, get out. So there's a couple of key levels that I'm looking for on BBIG, and one of them is 550. 5 and 550 are the key ones. So let's see what happens. SPY's moving back up here a little bit. I'm just gonna leave these puts for a while, just to see, because these BBIG calls are printing. Level 3 looks amazing. What the hell is level 3? Let's see. TMI's avocado. What are you seeing on SPY, buddy? Are you still in here? Ooh, SPY's coming back up a little bit. So watch this level right here. Yeah, so right at the... Oh, here it goes. Unhalted right here. It is moving up after the halt. Watch 550. 550 is going to be big again because of this right here. So for BBIG, there's another 23,000 contracts at 550. At 6, there's another 76,000. So there's going to be a lot of buying volume coming in on BBIG right now. Ho, 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 ho. This thing is getting nutty. Nice. Nice. Oh, coming down. Coming back down. Let's see here. All right. SPY's trying to make a little bit of a move back up here. What am I studying in college? The most useless thing ever. Finance. Finance. It's honestly useless. What time is it? All right. I got to start figuring out when I got to hit this Zoom link. You guys we're going to go to class with Vix today. I'm just going to be listening while I'm trading and on stream with you guys. Let's see. BBIG. I mean, we need the buyers to step back up here and take this thing after the halt. SPY coming back down. I don't know. I don't know. BB, BlackBerry. What's going on with BlackBerry? Ooh, starting to get a little action here. I mean, everything's starting to try to make a little bit of a move back up with the market. I mean, the SPY, let's see what happens if it tries to get into this demand zone. Or, I mean, now it's going to be a little supply zone. But if it does and starts to go with some momentum, I mean, I'll just ditch these puts. Probably not down all that much. Oh, Amy with a little pop here. Little pop on Amy here. All right, hold on. What's this saying over here? All right, where's the 13? The 13's at 459.89. Okay, let's see. AMC getting candles. It is. It's trying to move back through. Amy's trying to move back through all these averages right now to come back to the upside. You didn't sell those puts? Nah, not yet. Because here's the thing. We've seen this a couple of times happen where, like, I'll just have, like, the perfect SPY trade set up, and then it'll just tank at the end of the day. And I'm like, that's nonsense. I would have made, like, $4,000. So let's see what happens here. SPY kind of does this in the morning where it bounces around. But look, we have these key levels that we're watching for, VWAP and everything else. BBIG coming back down to 5. Let's see if it can use this level, this $5 level as some support. What was the volume on this? 5 million. That's big. But let's see over here. Amy trying. SPY coming back down to VWAP. GME's trying a little bit here. BBIG might be coming down a little bit here. Let's see. BBIG wasn't halted. Adam, yes, it was. That's nonsense. I don't know what you're talking about over there. It was 100% halted. BBIG into AMC. Yep. There you go. SPY calls just came back from the dead. Nikita. There you go. SPY bouncing from the bottom of the trend. Yeah. The thing is I like the what do you call it? The 1348 is still saying let it ride. So I'm gonna do that and just kind of let it go. And see what happens. So we'll see. We'll see what happens on these SPY puts. I have a pic of it saying halt. It literally said halt on the screen. I don't want to hear that nonsense. It was halted. Like, come on. Did BlackRock buy 9 million more AMC shares? That is up in the air. Bloomberg is saying yes, but everything else is saying no. I have not seen BlackRock's 13F come out yet. But on Bloomberg, it says at the end of the year, it says that it did. But here's the thing. So on Bloomberg right now, it says they have about 39 million shares and they increased their position by about 9 million shares. The problem is that on Fintel and all these other data sources, BlackRock, they had 40 million shares at the end of Q3 and they increased that position size by 31%. So I don't see really what's going on there with what Bloomberg's doing. Like everybody likes to hype up Bloomberg terminal. It's not that good. Like it really isn't. Bloomberg terminal, the only reason why Bloomberg terminals are good is because you can communicate with market makers and like traders at other places directly through the terminal. That's really the main benefit of a Bloomberg terminal and some cool charts if you know how to read them. That's really it. Barron's reporting the BlackRock increase as well. All right, hold on. No. That was DNB. That was DNB Asset Management that they were reporting, I believe. I don't see anything on here for AMC. I don't see anything for it. SPY moving down here. BBIG trying to make its way back up here. It is hanging above 5, which is a good thing to see. So let's see. That's old news. What's old news? Let's see. All right, here comes the SPY. Here comes the SPY. Time to load up on SPY calls. Careful. The market has been a little wonky recently. So 5-minute MACD, if it doesn't really start to come down here, it might cross over the next like 20 minutes. But let's see. BBIG, come on. Get a little candle here up to 550. So SPY's been just kind of ping-ponging around today. All right, BBIG calls 110%. I'll take it. The other ones, though, are 140%. If BBIG starts to rip here, watch out. NVIDIA running. Interesting. Why do options tank so hard after a halt ends? It doesn't. It depends on where the price goes. If the price rips after a halt, your options are going to print. But if the price tanks, then your options are going to come down. So we halted at 531 and now we're at 507. So we just didn't see the buying volume come back in after that halt. So SPY kind of ping-ponging around over here. 1480% on my last BBIG call, says Tim. At a freaking boy. SPY. All right. Come on, Biggie. We ain't done. Yup. All right. Amy, what are we looking at? 1936. It's all right. Not great. BBIG trying to make a little bit of a move here. I mean, this could be just a massive little cup and handle. just nonsense. How do I look up the VIX on my app? You should just be able to type in the VIX and it'll type up. Or you can just look at it on another source as well. Tesla up 2%. Did Tesla get a pop off that news that I called out? Is that what happened? Tesla running over here. So let's see what happens with SPY over here too. I mean, the SPY's down 1.2%, but Tesla is ripping right now. Oh boy. So watch the SPY get a little bit of a move off Tesla. It's Tesla supporting the SPY over here. So hold on. That might be a sign to, get out of one of those SPY puts. Let's see. GME. Am I moving this when I touch it? I thought I locked it. I don't know. Maybe I'm screwing everything up over here. Tesla is really starting to get interesting over here. Wow. All right. BBIG 510. Amy at 1938 right now. Let's see. DWAC movement. It was moving pretty good. It was at like, I think 76 was the last time that we saw it at. So let's see. Yeah, also, if you guys don't mind hitting that like button on the stream, it just helps out with the algo a little bit. Thank you guys so much for all the support you've been showing on the channel recently. You guys are awesome. Cinemark Green? Yeah, fucking nonsense. So did Citadel transfer their puts to other hedgies? There is zero evidence of this. 10-year yield is going up. Watch out below on the SPY. Let's see. 230% on BBIGs. There you go. Watch out. I mean, if you're up that much, yeah, it can continue to run, but 230% is not something that you want to play with. Once I see my contracts really start to get going, I'll probably take some. off the table. Oh, shoot. Oh, that doesn't matter. I don't think. SPY moving down a little here. BBIG, it's trying right around 510. Amy, I mean, this is a little bit of a W right here. Let's see if it wants to really come back up. A little bit of a flag here. What we need is, I mean, it's above the 50 MA. Like that's what we typically see it kind of mess around with, the 50. If SPY comes down below it and really breaks down below this range, that's when it starts to get interesting. BBIG's up above everything else that it has. GME's back in its range. You could see everything start to trend back up unless the SPY is just going to absolutely poop itself. 1348 crossover at 1027 on Tesla on the 5-minute. There you go. So up 563%. You should really start looking for an exit then. It wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. But again, here's the thing. We've been talking about this trade for M. Krieg's brought it up. Once it started to go, I've had leaps on it for a while. I bought some more contracts Friday. We've been talking about it for a little bit, not in depth, but now you're up. Now you're making money. So now you have to decide when you want to get out. That's the thing. Like we can provide like opportunities in the market, but at the end of the day, if your 530% goes to negative and it just goes zero, that's not anybody's fault but your own. So just be very careful with these trades now if they're up a lot. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not saying to sell. It easily could continue ripping back to the upside if it crosses 550 and 6. But if you want to play it safe, you gotta start to look at okay, here's what I'm up right now. Here's what I want out of this trade. I can take this amount off the table and then you're good to go. If you want to YOLO it, then YOLO it. But you can't you can't get mad after that if it ends up expiring worthless. That's what I'm saying here. Morgan Stanley names 199 new managing directors. Interesting. SPY moving down here. BBIG at 515. Amy at 1931 right here. Let's see. 230%. Yeah, that's insane. Sold some Prague at a loss to buy more AMC, and Prague jumps straight afterwards. I'm suspicious about this simulation I'm living in. Yeah. Hold on. We're getting some more news over here. Goldman Sachs CEO, there's a real wage inflation in every area of the economy. They want to pay people less? Fuck them. That's terrible. All right. SPY trying to make it that move down below the 50 again. I don't know. Let's see. The day low is 457.15. I think the SPY's got a little bit of room left to the downside on it today. BBIG is popping back up a little bit here. Hold on now. Let's see. Yeah, SPY moving down. These contracts are coming back to life. Amy at 1929 right here. We have GME. This is going to be the most hilarious thing ever when it comes time for a lot. Like you guys, I don't think you understand what I'm going to have to do. Can I check Prague or text? What's Prague doing right now? Is it ripping? No, Prague's getting hammered. Prague, they messed with the short interest numbers. I think I would expect to see those numbers start to trend back up. Prague Ortex. The last time I looked, it was like 11-10% on the estimated. So it was a little bit weird. The other thing is that we don't look at Prague all that often. So this could just be a random glitch. Right now it's saying short interest 9.89% over here. So let's see. Amy coming down. SPY is now down below. It's 50. This is kind of why I'm holding these puts, just because it'll come up, test, and then just floop right back down. Honestly, should have added a little bit more up here, but I'm not that smart or YOLO-y, and I don't have that much settled cash left in my account. Let's see. Cup and handle on BBIG. Yeah. DWAC looking to pop again. Yeah. Who has earnings this week? Oh, shoot. I didn't look at somebody call out some earnings today. If there's earnings today, that would be interesting to play. We could do it. Actually, I won't be able to unless I get out of these SPY puts, which I could. Are you diving into the NFT world at all? I'm not right now, but I do want to. That's my 2022 goal is get into more crypto. SPY moving down again. Let's see what 1348 saying. It's saying stay in it. So let's see what we got over here. Haven't sold a single share of my 770 at 45 average. There you go, Joe. Netflix earnings coming up this week. I typically don't play Netflix. Netflix is one that I don't touch. My phone literally just buzzed like it was ringing and it wasn't. So let's see. SPY moving down. Amy coming down to VWAP. Let's see. BBIG is at 517 right now. Moving down a little bit, but let's see what's going to happen over here. And this could be a little inversey head and shouldery thingy going up. Bank of America has earnings tomorrow pre-market. Okay, the Goldman Sachs earnings say, all right, the bank earnings are probably going to be bad, but it presents a buying opportunity for rate hike stuff. So like if the banks start to sell off and then rate hikes come, oh, Intel earnings 126. Oh, puts. Awesome. I'll strangle Intel's earnings every single time. 126. All right, cool. How many returned on AMC? Not a whole lot. All right, SPY's just kind of bouncing around. It's 50 right now. Let's take a look at AMC and what they're doing over here. This is gonna be this is gonna be a fun time today. All right, people. Here we go. So we have 220,000 return shares, but 3.3 million borrowed against AMC. Oh, wow. Big candle on the what's going on here, BBIG? What'd you decide to give us over here? Nice little push over here. Again, guys, you're probably up a shitload. Be careful. We're going to see a lot of volatility. If we cannot get above 6, watch out. They've taken out a bunch of shares to short BBIG again today. So just watch out. Be careful. You're up a lot right now. Don't let it go away. So it can continue to go gnarly. It can easily continue to go. But when you're up a crazy amount, that's typically time when you're like, it might be time to kind of stop. All right. But SPY's being a shithead. Look at this. It's lower highs. Or I mean, this one's kind of nonsense, but let's see what happens over here. Let's see. I might be up 900% on BBIG, but Gamma Rampant Catalyst, Tide, Dividend, it could go way higher. It depends on what your strike is. Or not what your strike is, when your expiration date is. Like, I'm not touching my leaps. That's the thing. My weeklies, I'm going to do something with. But my leaps, I'm not touching. All right, SPY moving back up. Just absolutely cucking my puts right now. That's nice. I mean, they were probably going back into the green before these 3 green candles just came in and we're just like, sorry, VIX. Nope. Come on, Amy, show me the gamma. There's no gamma on it. Let me look at the volume on the chain. I mean, it's early. There's 6,000 at 20. That's decent. They're going to pump this. And then there's, you need more. You need more. So let's see. SPY didn't like the VWAP, BBIG. So watch the previous day high at 1545. So 10 cents higher on BBIG. If it can really break above there, that could be really, really sweet. SB, I know BBIG is up a lot, but I'm still down around 4%. Looking to at least break even or make some profit, says Joan de Jesus. Yeah, I think it will long term. The thing is I don't want people YOLOing on the weeklies this week thinking that they're going to hit some massive gnarly trade. If you're up right now, awesome. That's great. You hit a good trade. But start to think about your exit strategy on the options that you have. Now, here's the other thing. I'm trying to have everybody be safe. We're looking to make a new day high right now. I don't want people to okay, so here's the thing. With my contracts right now in the position, in order to see BBIG go up, here's what you need. You need people to start buying at the money calls. That's what you need. But I don't want people to do that because they're going to try to attack it at some point to send it down. So if you buy these at the money calls and then it just tanks, you're going to lose a bunch of money. So you have to, like, at this point with where we're at, you have to kind of figure out with what you want to do. I can't come in because it's so 50-50 right now for me. Can it run more? Absolutely. Can it start to sell off after these massive gains day after day after day? Yes. So you have to be careful. SPY coming back down yet again. So let's see here. BBIG did almost break that previous day high at 545, but it is coming back. All right. Amy is just kind of trapped in the range again of the moving averages, down about 6% at 1930. If we start to see, I mean, the volume on it, 14 million today, kind of low, not really all that much going on. 100% gains, dude. I would pull that. Don't let it slip. How many shares borrowed on BBIG? Was it 800,000? I think we saw it at. What was it? 800,000? So a lot of shares, not in terms of like the volume on it. The buyers are winning today. 978,000 shares. See, they're not covering. This is the thing. The shorts are not, according to the reported data that we see right here. Oh, new day high over here on BBIG. Let's see. SPY kind of hanging out. Amy looking like she wants to try and break this little wedge right here. GME looking all right. Kiddo Vlogs dropping the ducks. We got the duck gang in here already. It's a little early for the ducks, huh? 14 million on AMC is not low in an hour. Okay, that's true. That's true. I'm just saying, like, comparatively to like these other ones. BBIG has already traded 107 million. Volume's not drying up yet. That's kind of one of the things I'm looking at on BBIG. If the volume dries up, that's not the best sign, but the volume is still very much pumping on BBIG. 1,600% on DWAC calls. There you go. Sold my BBIG options on Friday. Paul, you probably still made an absolute killing. So let's see here. I have to hold on. Jesus. All right, 200% on my leaps, so that's sweet. But I'm up a lot more money on my weeklies. So let's see. BBIG looking good. Spies being a little a-hole. I don't like it. Okay, good. Literally everything but AMC will run. Not necessarily. We would just need to see the market stop being this little like a-hole. And we're seeing this like demand supply zone really start like it's respecting it. It cannot get back into it. Where's the 1348 looking like right now? 5-minute MACD looks like it wants to cross to the upside and it's coming up to the 13. So let's see what happens on SPY over here. I might just take a little bit of a loss. Oh, BBIG, a little bit of a candle over here coming down. What's SPY doing? Nothing too wild. AMC NFT release day? I believe so, yes. I exercised my BBIG calls on Friday, so now I'm just making mad money. Whew, there you go. AMC volume, 14.61 million. All right, BBIG still hanging right around 530. I would expect. I mean, it kind of makes sense that we would halt on a move up. It kind of sucked because we were getting some momentum over here. So let's see what happens. Amy coming down. SPY. The SPY is just freaking out today. Freaking out over here. Is BBIG triggered to be a distraction for AMC? That's not, guys. If somebody is going to sell their AMC position to go and chase BBIG, they're doing it to themselves. Like, that is, in my opinion, that's silly. That is a silly thing to do. But again, you can do whatever you want with your money. BBIG is already up. If you could possibly bottom ticket and get your AMC position, let's say double, and then buy back in, it's good. But at the same time, you could easily completely fuck it up. So I'm not doing any of that nonsense. Here's the thing. When I talk about other stocks over here, and I'm like, man, it's just because I have extra money that I'm trading with. I'm not like, oh, I'm selling my AMC. That's just silly. Like, my conviction on AMC has not changed at all. They are literally shorting it well below fundamental value. They're adding to it. They are manipulating the price down to scare retail investors. And we know that. Let's see. They will make money today. If it continues to go up, if they buy right here, it's a little bit gnarly. I mean, we're up 29% on BBIG right now. SPY moving back down to the 50. Did not like that test of the 100. GME coming down, AMC coming down. Everything's starting to make a little bit of a move down over here. So let's see. Using BBIG call profits for more AMC. Also, red crayons taste the best. On SPY, they do. On SPY, it's just, so the thing with SPY is usually when it goes to make a move to the downside, it's quick and it goes. It typically doesn't get bought up like this. So this is a little bit weird today. The 1348 is still saying to stay in it right now, but it's getting close to me being like, yeah, just cut the loss. It's like 20% right now, which is fine. I mean, when I trade options, it's like, all right, swing for the fences. But let's see. BBIG 531 over here. SPY coming down. I'm back to AMC and GME only. Feels good. Crush on these others. My bandwidth is toast. Yeah. What price will BBIG rocket? I mean, we'll see another nice little gamma like at 6. 6 is decent. And that's kind of when you start to get into short covering territory. Right now, they don't really need to do anything with their shorts. They just don't. Like, they were like, I'll show you right here. If they were shorting here, like, look, it went up, what was it, 12.49. If they were shorting anywhere over here, 8, like from 8's probably the danger zone. Like, what is this right here, 550? I mean, that's decent when it starts to make a move back down and it starts to curl back up. But the shorts don't in general don't have, we haven't crossed their danger zone yet. Once we cross their danger zone, then it's like, yeah, then you could start to see the shorts adding that buying volume back in. But until, there we go. Let's get another boom boom candle over here on BBIG. SPY. So it's having trouble breaking the 100 MA, but it's also having trouble getting down below the 50. So we're just kind of trapped in here. Just kind of trapped. DWAC 81. Jesus. Bought more AMC and GME. Chris, there you go. So I guess IMAX and Cinemark reap the benefits of that news. I guess so, man. I guess so. That's kind of the other nonsense that we're looking at here. It's like, oh, we'll get good news, and then it just gets hammered. It's like, all right, cool. You're going to screw with us? We're just going to keep buying. DWAC. Oh, fuck. Is it going? I mean, BBIG is starting to get a little jumpy over here. Let's see what happens. But Jesus. What are the weeklies up on DWAC right now? 100%. Not bad. I think yeah. So DWAC looks a little bit better in terms of just the trend. Like, come down test. BBIG is a little bit more volatile. So let's see here. DWAC, holy shit. How much are these? They are expensive on the weekly. My God. They have jacked the chain on DWAC. All right, SPY hanging right around the 50 over here. Let's get BBIG over here as well. See, BBIG approaching previous day highs. Amy selling off 1893 right now, down 8% off of pretty good news off of the movie this weekend. Nonsense. So let's see. Fund's gonna run. Ooh, Fund could run off of this. Hey, Austin. Hey, Austin, cut the nonsense. You want me to just come over here and just be like 1894, 1893? I mean, I can, but also at the same time, I have positions in these other stocks that I'm trading. So, like, if you don't want to be here, you don't have to be. Like, if you don't want to like see the other opportunities in the market and just stare at your AMC position, you can do that. I'm still buying AMC. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to take AMC off the chart ever. It's always going to be here. Even probably after AMC squeezes, it's always going to be here just because I'm always going to own it. So like there's no real reason to just be like, "Oh man, he's talking about this stock. It's a distraction." Guys, come on. Nonsense. You guys have seen me trade when AMC is up, down, sideways, right. It's like it's going to be the same thing. It's just AMC's down today. CFVI is running. Yeah, Amy selling off. SPY breaking down below the 50 right here. Whereas, all right, let's see. I kind of want SV to do the hair tutorial in the middle of the stream. In about 25 minutes, I'm going to be in class, but I'm also going to be streaming. So let's see. Hold on. I have to find the Zoom. Oh, shoot. I think I'm on my VIX Zoom account. Sign in. Oh, no. Cool. All right. Now I'm on my school one. All right. Let's see. I'm literally just going to have it in my ears and just listen and then still stream with you guys. That's how this is going to work. I just have to make sure I'm on mute. Let's see. SPY popped right up off of the 50. So let's see here. Don't allow, not now. Yes. All right. Amy, 1890 right now. SPY, it's just kind of hanging around the 50. I think we could see some big selling coming in out of the SPY pretty soon. What's 1348 saying? Yeah, I mean, the MACD is not crossing. So let's see over here. Text to speech. Maybe your professor follows you. Doubt it. I'm not going to have my, what do you call it? My camera on. I need to make sure I'm muted too. Because, here comes SPY. Here it comes. Here she comes. How much effect does insider selling have? None, but it would. The only effect that it would have is just nonsense of like people like, oh my God, the insiders are selling. Like that's really what it does. All right, SPY making a move down below the 50 right now. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's see. Another Fintel alert for BBIG. What is it? Let's see. What's going on? All right. Pets moving with AMC today. BBIG coming back down a little bit. It's at, hold on. Inflation should normalize at 3 to 4%. Here comes SPY. Making some comments over here. What is this? Is that the Zoom monitor? All right. So I got my Zoom link. Perfect. I'm all ready to go. All right. This is going to be funny. All right. Yeah. Also, for everybody new filtered in right now, if you guys don't mind hitting that like button on the stream, just helps out with the algorithm a little bit. These 1348 SPY puts, they're coming back to life a little bit over here, down 12% on these SPY puts. I think that this SPY trade could be nasty like last Monday, just because of the amount of weakness that it's showing, and it just like kind of comes up and then just gets hammered. So if any big wave of selling comes in the SPY, it's not going to like it. So we'll see. Where do I see BBIG? Like, where do I see it going? It depends on, like, 550 is going to be a decent level. We hit 549 and it got knocked right back down. That's another little gamma level. 6 is good. But we need to get, if you want shorts covering, you're going to need it above 650 in order to really see the short start to feel the pressure. Bull whales moving into the SPX. I don't know about that. What's to stop them from continuously using the dark pool to drag this out? Technically, they don't. That's not really. It just limits price discovery from like latency arbitrage. BBIG 524 right now. It is selling off a little bit, so maybe a little RSI cool off, and then it wants to get a little bit jumpy. But the market is kind of moving down too. GME's at 108.50. Amy is now down 8.5 for literally no reason. Besides the fact that they took out 3.3 million shares against it today. So kind of a bunch of nonsense going on. Let's see. Told you DWAC to 85 to 90 today. Well, I told you BBIG above 5. So ha. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Will you be calling out your professor lecture BS today? No, I'm just going to sit quietly. But I will still be live streaming. That's the thing. Like, I'm not playing this stupid school game. Oh, here comes Spy. It's just not happening. So I'll be on until 12. And then I'll be back on at 1:15. I only have this class today, so it's fine. Honestly, I'm my first 2 weeks are online, and then I literally will not go to a class. Also, I did the same thing last semester, and I didn't get any C's. Here's the thing: my GPA was like really, really good. It was like a 3.8 or like a 3.9. But then last semester, I was like, well, I kind of have to do stuff that's like more productive. So like, why am I going to go there and learn something that like, or not learn anything and just waste my time and just sit there and like be on my phone anyway? So I was like, why go? I'll just do this. Let's see here. Yeah. Also for everybody filtering in, make sure you guys hit that like button too. It just helps out with the algorithm. Spy is selling off now. Print these puts, bro. Amy selling off too. I mean, here's the thing. People don't like when I buy puts on the SPY and then AMC comes down with it. But here's the thing. I cannot control the SPY. If the SPY is going to go down, then I'm going to put myself in the position to hopefully make a bunch of money on it. Toe drag, swag, lines of support at this point. I mean, I would look more at like supply and demand zones. The problem is for AMC, it's going to be hard to draw. They're going to be so tight and there's going to be so many of them because we'll just like come up reject. And then like a while later, then there's going to be another one like 50 cents above it. So I could look at them during the break and draw some like interesting ones, but it's just going to cloud the chart. We need the 1348 to cross on AMC and get that buying volume. SPY, this is nonsense. Like just go pick a direction, bro. Pick a direction, SPY. I need 457 on the SPY. I think I need, yeah, so I got the 456. That's what I have. So right now, what is it at? 457.96. That's not that far away. So let's see. Can we have an Ortex update? Of course you can. Of course you can. Of course you can. That's what I'm here for. I'm an Ortex boy. That's me. All right. 3.3 million borrowed shares, 220,000 return, 19.7% estimated short interest. Let's take a look at GME really quickly. Whoops, apologize. All right, so, oh man, they borrowed 37,000 shares. That's not all that many, and 17.24% estimated short interest. All right, BBIG selling off now to the 50 MA. Where is it at right now? I think it's above 5. Yeah, 508. That's good. So if we do these 50 retests throughout the day where it rips 50 tests, rips 50 tests, and just keeps making new highs, I would love to see that. I don't really want to see it come back down to the 100. That's just going to be nonsense in my mind. Oh, SPY, here we go. But again, it's going to do what it's going to do. Let's see. Just tell them you tested positive. They want you to stay away. M. Creeks, I can't push that out forever. I would have to tell them that I'm scared of it and I cannot come to class. Was it Amy coming back? Trying to get a little bit of a pop here at 1868 after that made that new day low. SPY is looking like, where's the 1348 on the SPY still? I mean, it went to go touch it on one of these 5-minute candles, but it's still below. The MACD, I mean, it's looking like it could cross, but if there's any big selling volume in the SPY, it's just going to go. So hold on. BBIG hanging right around its 50 MA right now. SPY might come back up to its. We might get a little bit of a MACD cross on the 1 minute, but I'm not touching these SPY puts for a while. You got a microeconomics class coming up? Nah, that's not that hard. It's, what is it? Like, there's like curved charts on those. I remember that. It's like monopolistic demand, some sort of nonsense like that. All right, SPY testing the 50 right now. Let's see if it hits this and rejects and comes right back down. Rut-row. I mean, we've seen these like nonsense candles. We'll see it come up, then rip right back down. Amy trying to come back up a little bit. BBIG right around 515, still looking decent. GME getting a nice little pop here. Here we go. DMs. I got you, Gio. Where is this? Yeah, I saw that. I mean, on what time frame? I mean, this was the little cup and handle here, unless it's gonna like this, but it would need to cut. Yeah. Okay. So SPY just rejected off of the 50. Watch out below for a new low coming down here. Is it? Am I my senior year? Yeah. Yep. So like, I really just nonsense. And I think some of my classes are gonna be pretty easy. What time is it? Don't want to be late to class. I'll hop in there at 10:55 and just mute myself. All right. And if they're just like, turn on your mic, I'm just be like, or turn on your camera, I'll be like, no. This is, what is this? Pick a direction, up or down. Let me know what I should do, SPY. All this nonsense that you're bringing out of me right now, silly. Watch. Then it's just going to get rejected right here and come right back down. Like, this is just craziness over here. Microeconomics is kind of fun. I took it last semester at Tennessee. I liked macro better. I was better at macro than micro. I think I took those my senior year of high school. Funny story. They moved my AP exam because I had to like play in a golf tournament for school, which I didn't care about. I was like, no, I just want to take the AP exam. And they just moved it. And then I had to take it like the day after prom. And I was like, really? It's nonsense. All right. Now SPY's rejecting off the 100. That's typically when we've seen these lower lows. So let's see what happens over here. Amy trying to make a move back up. BBIG 524. GME 108.10. What did I say on Amy? 1904. Yeah, we got that over there. All right, let's see here, people. VIX feeling that SPY premium burn? No, it's not bad. Okay, maybe it's a little bad. I still just see it coming down. So let's see. You would be a golfer? Bro, I played football and I was captain of the golf team. That's like the craziest combination of all time. Create a video loop of yourself, set the background to Zoom. No, if they require me to be in the, like turn my camera on or be in the class, you know what happens? I am now no longer taking that class. I'm not playing these games. I'm not playing the game. Like, I'm done. No, thank you. Just going to pass my classes and get out. I'm done. If you have not hit the like button, please show support, says Bliss. Thank you, Bliss. I appreciate that. All right. SPY rejected off the 100, making a move back down. Watch out for some other nonsense candles. We have BBIG moving up with its 50 MA right now. Still looking pretty solid. If we get that cross on the 1 minute, that'd be pretty sweet. And it comes back to life over here. That would be pretty nice to see. Amy trying to make a little bit of a move here, get back into its range. Still right below 19. SPY selling off a little bit here. Let's see if it's going to break this level at, where is it? 457.71. If it does, interesting. I hope you lose a lot of money on your SPY puts. Thanks. Just because you said that, I'm going to hold them to the end of the day and make thousands of dollars just to spite you. And then I'm also going to crank BBIG calls. That's what I'm going to do. Is AMC dead? No. You're looking at the, I'm going to do the speech again. You're looking at the price to determine what the validity of the play is. You're not looking at, oh, are they shorting the nuts out of it for no reason below fundamental value? Yes. Is the fundamental value increasing? Yes. Are all the stocks moving together? Yes. Are there still nonsense things happening that we have good news come out in the movie theater industry? Cinemark and IMAX go up and AMC comes down. Yes. It's all nonsense going on right now. They're trying to push it down and scare people. Whew. Speech completed. BBIG wants to run again. Yeah, bouncing off this 50. If it continues that trend throughout the day, it's going to be gnarly. SPY down. Let's see. Nah, the SPY puts are fine right now. They are completely fine. Trade Spotting said AMC is a buyer on 19 to 20. Well, what are we at right now? Well, 19 to 20. We're at 1897. So let's see what happens with SPY right here. It's still looking. Is the MACD crossing? That's just not. It's so flat right now. BBIG needed to knock out SAR at 533 in a 1 minute to rip, says Sam. Yeah. I mean, Well, if we get a new high at above 550, that's another wave of hedging that'll come in. All right, GME selling off, SPY coming down a little. Let's see if they can get a little bit jumpy over here. So much FUD everywhere. Yeah, exactly. Like they can screw off. Like if you like, there's a lot of people that are just like, oh, and it's a valid question. Hey, is AMC dead? A valid question. I just get like it's just like it's a conviction and education thing about the situation. When you look at this and are like presenting like information about it every single day, and you like really get deep into like what is going on, it's like they're going to try to send it down, especially around this nasty options expiration. Here's the thing, though: people like to say, "What you've been calling for gamma squeeze the whole time." The two times I've done it were June and September, and both of the times, like June, big. September, not as big, but I didn't even like September that much. The change just started to look good. And then what did we do? Oh, we went to 20 from 28 to 52. Oh, come on, BBIG. SPY moving back down. So, like, when you see the opportunity, what am I just going to not talk about it? Like, there's 600,000 contracts out of the money. If we run it all, it's like, all right, well, they're going to have to do something. We just need to get it out of the range. Like, BBIG is out of the range. That's why we're seeing these volatile moves. AMC is in its range where the market makers are like, yeah, it's fine. Let's see. There's no 7 on the BBIG options chain. Think we'll end in that empty range? I don't know. Head and inverse or head and shoulders? Where? SPY's just frustrating today. All right. BBIG moving back up here. GME down below VBOP in the 50. The Amy's above 19. Again, I mean, it's down 7.5% for no reason. Let's see. Let's see here. STV never changed. Top info and a real good guy. Colin, appreciate that, man. I guess VIX didn't get your message. What happened? Oh, yeah. Nah. VIX is definitely pumping today. BBIG knocked out SAR at 5:33 on the 1 minute. Time to rip. Here she goes. Here she goes. SPY coming down. Looking for that little break of 457.72 to 71. If it does, watch out for the day low at 457.15. If that happens, I don't know. I might trim or even I don't know. These contracts are like down 5%, I think, right now. Like nothing crazy. Just kidding. 15%. All right. So BBIG right now is climbing up. It's looking like it. All right. 1 minute MACD cross. Remember what happens when the MACD crosses on the 1 minute on BBIG? It tends to go boom. So give it a few minutes. It might start to get going over here. Metamaterials, the real Boas. Everything else is a distraction. Oh my God. Okay. We're going to put this distraction nonsense to rest. Here's the thing that people don't understand. Okay, let's just say there's 10 stocks, AMC, GME, and whatever you want to talk about after that for the other 8 slots. If everybody just piled into GME, you have to think about it like this. They're moving their will across like this. Now, if retail came in and blocked GME and just sent it crazy, well, all of these other stocks right here, it's like a weird battle type of thing. They can just continue because we're not blocking them on this side. We're not. But the fact that we've hit them here is that they have nowhere to hide. If they're overshorting all of which they are, overshorting all of these stocks, then they can't just send one of them down. Like, I mean, okay, well, we're seeing it, but they can't just like let one run, send the other ones down and be like, oh, I'm good. No. They get hit from all angles. And that's a good thing. When people are like, no, it's just them being like, oh no, this other stock is getting more hype. That's literally what it is. And it's not a good thing to have. It's like they all work together. You want the other stocks to do well too. If SPY 5-minute candle closes below 457.50, SPY is dumping. TMI's avocado, that would be really sweet because I do have some SPY puts today. I got them back around here, and they're down a little bit right now, but I'm just holding them today. I like the SPY puts that I have. SPY in a descending triangle. You're a descending triangle. Or text on blink. Yeah. Amy coming down. SPY. It's just nonsense. What's the 1348 saying over here on SPY? Yeah, still looks good. All right, let's see. How do we actually know it won't go to 0? The shorts have way more power than we think. Wrong. If they had enough power, sorry, that was mean. William, I apologize. If they had that much power, then we would have never gotten above 5. We would have never gotten above 10. We would have never gotten above 15, 20, 50, 60. They just don't. You think they have enough, like a lot of power because of the price action that you're seeing. But at the end of the day, retail has so much power too. We're just not using it right now. Let's see. BBIG coming down and testing its 50 MA. It tested the 50, didn't make a new high. Interesting over here. What's the volume looking like recently? 130 million. That's still a lot. SPY making its way down over here. So let's see what happens on this. You don't know that? Yes, I do. I do know that. Because if they want it to go to zero, if they wanted it to go to zero and they had enough power, then they would have done it. But retail stepped in and was like, nope, sorry. All right, BBIG still above 5 at 520 right now. Heard about the ATVI news? Yeah, we talked about that this morning when it came out. Buyout at 95. Amy now at 1887. SPY looking like it wants to get a little bit selly. Let's see. Let's see. If retail keeps buying, we will move. Right, but we need, it's a different, BBIG selling, selling, selling over here. Let's see what these SPY puts are doing. 10%, still up 100 something percent on these BBIG contracts. I think we get a little cool off over here, and then if the buying volume starts to step back in around lunchtime, it could really get going. All right, let's see. Let's see. Can you do a quick Ortex check on Blink? Yeah, I can do that quick for you. Somebody let me know if the SPY just dumps. All right, BLNK. Let's see. All right, hold on. After I do this, I have to go like, no, I don't have to go. Holy shit. 40% estimated, 100% utilization to really high cost to borrow. That is going to be interesting. All right, hold on. I got to make sure my AirPods connect to, everybody bear with me. I got to make sure my AirPods connect to my phone. All right, they did. I'm good. Good to go. Here we go. I might have to be quiet for a second though. All right, we're good. Good to go. Waiting for the host to start this meeting. Cool. All right. So Amy's right now at 1891. We've got the SPY. Ooh, hold on now. Hold on now on the SPY. Trying to get that new. Ooh, just kidding. All right. BBIG 515. Amy 1892. Very, very interesting. Thanks, SV. Not FUD. Ben since March. Never sold. Just hurting. Yeah, I got you. I didn't mean to be an asshole. Sorry. Is TMI the one taking attendance? I wish. TMI would let me skip class. Let's see here. Yeah. Also, for everybody filtering in right now, if you guys don't mind hitting that like button on the stream, it just helps out with the algo. BIG flagging on the 5-minute. Last time you guys said that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's see. SPY, do your thing and just print these puts, please. Please, please, please. Thank you, Blink running on news also. Interesting. Okay. Avocado, what are you seeing on SPY right now? I see it just slow bleed out through the rest of the day, and in the afternoon, just it might just get a lot selly if it really starts to want. SPY is clearing orders in the demand zone. That's good. Do you wear Yukon hoodies? Do your Yukon classes on the Yukon campus? Jim, I wear Yukon hoodies and don't go to class. That's what I do. All right, Amy popping back up. BBIG trying to get above its 50 MA again. SPY is, hold on now. 457.50. Uh-oh. I said it twice Friday, and both times she popped. Ryan, hope you're right, buddy. I'm hoping you're right. Yeah, avocado. If you got puts, I got puts too. Well, that's not true. I don't take financial advice from an avocado on the internet. But I did get SPY puts this morning. I also have to watch to make sure that my mic isn't on when I enter this class, because that would be embarrassing. I don't really care. I would just be like, I'm streaming. But I don't know. Let's see what happens. I also don't want it to be loud as hell. That would suck. All right, let's see here. Ooh, I'm scared. Nah, SVB smacks ass and skips class. Exactly. The problem is, like Trey, like when Trey says like talk fast and don't skip class, I talk fast and just never go to class. But let's see here. Yukon poser, bro. I'm literally at campus right now. All right, SPY selling off here. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. BlackRock increases AMC position by 9 million shares. That is unconfirmed. Bloomberg Terminal is being a weirdo. It says they have 39 million shares, but in the last quarter, they had, what do you call it? 40 million shares. So, oh ho ho, SPY moving down. 3.68 million AMC borrowed? Nonsense. Hopefully your professor does not watch your streams. No, hopefully they do, because then they'd be like, oh yeah, then let him do his thing. You need to see my SPY dump indicator set predicted. Oh, okay. Well, that's okay. Well, that's good, I guess. Let's see. BlackRock addressed 9 million AMC shares. Hold on. What? I haven't even seen their 13F. You want me to just look for their 13F? Well, I'll just go to Whale Wisdom and see if it came out. SPY selling off. Here we go. I need to be able to search holdings. Million share. I need to buy share amount. Oh, damn it. All right, next page. I'm trying to look for it. Oh, why can't I just do alphabetically? That's so much easier. Wait, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, we're going to do this later. We're going to do that later. We can't play around with this nonsense. They didn't do it. I haven't seen it on Fintel. They just haven't done it yet. So let's see. Waiting for the host to start the meeting. Got 1 minute. Let's see what happens here. All right, people. BBIG selling a little bit here. SPY's trying to make a move back up on this little bit of a green candle. It's not looking good overall, though, for the SPY. Short those professors. It's on Bloomberg. Just because it's not added, not addressed, yeah, but Bloomberg's weird. Like, they're not showing it correctly. So let's see. Let's see. Can more buying pressure when we buy off technicals? What? Maybe we need the well, yeah, but that's a paradox there. If you're gonna hold on. All right. I just entered class and I'm muted. Here we go. All right. This is crazy. All right. This is gonna be annoying, but here we go. Mike, thank you so much for the super. I'm incognito now, but been here the entire time. Vix, keep up the good work. Thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate that. All right. Let's see. Being back at last year's price, it's like, yeah. Come on, SPY. Come on, SPY. All right, BBIG coming back down to VWAP right now. We're going to get the ducks in a couple of minutes. Here we go. This is wild being in class and also on stream. This is crazy. All right. So Amy coming down a little bit here. We have BBIG trying to pop back up off of VWAP. We got SPY moving down. If it breaks 457.15, watch out below. Let's see. Stream your class to us? No. Let's see. This is a real estate class too. This is kind of funny. All right. Amy, 1890 right now. They just asked me to turn my cameras on. That's not happening. Sorry. I'm not okay with doing that, actually. Sorry. Okay, I should make sure I'm on mute before I say nonsense like that. Okay, all right, here we go. AB coming back down a little bit. We got SPY trying to make a little bit of a move to the downside here. Let's see. Professor Chan Chan, it might be me. Kevin would be disappointed that you're skipping real estate class. Nah, it's fine. I'm not skipping. I'm technically in. All right, BBIG starting to make a move back up here. 521. All right, this is I don't even need to be in this class right now. They're like, "Oh, we're gonna take it easy, ask questions." All right, Amy coming down. Spy's trying to make a little bit of a move up here, but I don't see it continuing to come up. BBIG back above the 50 right here, looking decent. Professor's gonna show up in the chat like, "Turn your camera on." Nah, no, I'm not doing that. I'm literally just not going to do it. And if they force me to, all right. Is the professor people when he's Let me wait, what? All right, did we get what is the reason for the gap down in the SPY? It's what do you call it? It's really just a lot of bond yield moves is what we're seeing. BBIG starting to move back up here. Let's see if we can get a little bit jumpy. That would be pretty sweet. Let's see. Oh, Duck Gang. Here we go. What's up, Ducks? Good to see you guys back in here. Woo! Here we go. SPY going for a gap fill. No, guys, it's not that serious. I won't like you realize I don't care. Like 0% about like 0. All right, SPY moving back down here. Here we go. BBIG bouncing perfectly off the 20 on the 5-minute. That would be sweet. I mean, it's bouncing up above the 50 on the 1-minute. Here we go. What is the reason for the gap down? Bond yield move. So yields were coming back up. Let's see here. Yeah, also for everybody new filtering in right now, if you guys don't mind hitting that like button on the stream, BBIG is looking like it wants to get jumpy here. Oh, this professor went to MIT. That's pretty cool. All right, BBIG coming back up, 527, up 29% right now. We have SPY trying to make a little bit of a move back up here. And I don't see this lasting for very long. If it's going to do another 50 or 100 tests, it'll probably make another move back down. Amy just below its 50 right now. If we see these breaks and we keep seeing it test the 50 and come back down, going to be a little bit of nonsense. All right, here we go. So MC is over. What? That's a silly question right there. Everyone's kids listening are now going to be like, yeah, SB doesn't want to go to class, so neither do we. No, you should go to class. If your classes are going to do something useful for you in the long term, then you should go to class. But if they're not, then why go? All right, here we go. SPY Trump, not looking all that great on the SPY. Cool. All right, nice. All right, so Amy rejecting off of the 50, SPY coming back down. BBIG is now above its 50, looking decent over here. Just got my AMC NFT email. There you go. I dropped out of college when pandemic hit. Now I own a profitable detail business. There you go. Oh, we're talking about investing in real estate right now. I should probably pay attention, right? Because that's what I want to do. All right, 528 on BBIG right now. Let's see. This is the weirdest multitasking thing that I've ever done. Okay, so SPY coming down now. It rejected off of this little trying to come up and test the 50. So watch out below. Right, remember another level is going to be 457.15. If it breaks the low of the day, it's going to go. Can you explain and show the BBIG option chain? What are your thoughts on a gamma squeeze? Well, it's gamma squeezing right now. Like after 5, it's real. There's a lot of contracts over here. If it crosses 6, remember the delta on this 5 is only 63. If it goes to 6, the delta is going to be, I don't know, 0.82 and higher than that. So you're going to get a lot more buying pressure from the market maker. Oh, shoot. In class activities and discussions, that hurts. I feel like this teacher's cool. That's what I'm getting from it right now. I feel like this teacher's cool, and I just need to like talk to them. So let's see. It's going to be a lot of Excel and stuff, which I can do. So Amy right now is right around 19. SPY is selling off right now. Watch this previous low at 457.22 and then 457.15. If it breaks those, watch out below on the SPY. 154,000 puts now in the money. Reverse gamma. Yeah, it might. Counselor Murray, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that, man. Beware shorts. The Batman is coming. NFTs are a must for that film. Yeah, I would buy those. Fun fact, when I was like a child, I thought I was Batman and I used to like wear all Batman stuff all the time. And okay. Spy coming down right here. Watch the spy. It looks like this trade's gonna get absolutely nasty. Now it's down below 456.98. I don't think I can. I don't think if I close out of Zoom, I feel like it'll like lock me out. So I'm locked into the spy trade for now. Let's see. BBIG selling off now 518 on this. Spy is getting a nasty move to the downside here. Made a new low of the day. Okay, office hours. I need that. All right. 456.90, still coming down on the SPY, down about 1.68%. If the SPY goes down 2%, I'll take it. I'll just take everything off the table and see here. But it is getting gnarly. Let's see. Plot twist. STV still thinks he's Batman. No, 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 no. Oh, yeah. Goldman Sachs is down 8%. Good. I don't like them. Tisk tisk, Jack, you're being naughty. Mama Vix would be so disappointed. I think I've explained my situation decently. We're talking about what materials we need. All right, Neo cross down. All right, what's BBIG looking like? Biggie, it's still above 5. Very, very solid. Still above 5. Hold on. What's the 1348 saying on the SPY? Looks good. All right, that's fine. That's easy. SV used to run around saying I am Batman. No, I did, and then I also, fun fact, used to just wear my underwear outside of my pants. That's a secret though. You guys are only allowed to know that. And I thought I was Batman. So that's fun fact. All right. Let's see. SPY is bouncing up off of the lows around here. Let me see if I can get out of this. Oh, perfect. I can get out of the app. And then how am I only up $2? Nonsense. Nonsense. All right. BBIG trying to make a little bit of a move here. AMC is popping up a little bit here with this SPY move, but let's see here. I came in at a strange time. Mike V. Oh, Mike V. Welcome back to the membership program, man. Thank you so much for joining back in. Shout out to all the members of the channel. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much. Let's see. SPY moving back down. Let's see. BBIG usually is not going to care a whole lot about the market coming down unless the volume dries up, and then it will, and that'll be. Let's see. All right. Let's see here. SPY bouncing a little bit. Oh, that's easy. I know how to do that. AMC may pop because of the NFT distributions. It might, but I doubt it. So when's the next catalyst? Don't see a reason to buy. Just being honest, not chilling. Earnings. PayPal was compromised, fixed, and resubscribed. Oh, thanks, Mike. I appreciate that, buddy. All right, SPY trying to make a move here. BBIG is still up a big amount over here. Let's see. Fintel level 2 short squeeze BBIG signaled. You guys have been saying like level 2, level 3, level 4. I'm like, what? Like level 2 data is just the buy, like the order book. I don't know what all this level 3 stuff is, but let's see. If I buy and sell BBIG multiple times a day, does that count as one day trade or multiple day trades? Multiple. Buy and sell. That's a day trade. Got my AMC NFT today. There you go, guys. Let's see. AMC's capped at 15. That number, Are you saying it's not going to get above it again? I would say wrong, but let's see. BBIG back above 520. SPY. Watch it. Try to make a little move here and then just rip down again. Amy selling off. SPY. Little candle here. GME's down 7. This is nonsense, people. Interview. Oh, interview assignment? Perfect. I know how to interview people. All right. SPY. Oh, shit. Participation is 15%. Uh-oh. That's not good. Oh, that's not good. All right. Let's see. All right, 1884 on Amy right now. Down. Oh, man, love how SCB is doing school and work at the same time. My boss just walked up to me and looking at my Webull account, he told me, "I guess I'm quitting sometime this year." There you go. Let's see. Abby's move or Abby or new. Oh Jesus, what's the news on this thing? All right, let's see. Spy moving down a little bit here. It's just kind of hanging out. Abby is doing really, really strong numbers today. Wow. I wonder what the news is on that thing. Anybody know the news? It says 580,025 NFTs were minted. That means that there are 580,025 members of AMC Investor Connect. DWAC over 80? Nonsense. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right. Spy's trying to make a little bit of a move back up here. Watch for a test and then have it come down. Let's see. We had so many fake apes in this movement. It's unreal. What do you mean fake ape? Hey, Austin, what? It doesn't matter what other people are doing. It just matters what you're doing. Uh, 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 uh. All right, here we go. Let's see. What's the 1348 saying on the SPY right now? Oh, it's still fine. All right, let's see. Oh, Somos Crypto. Thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that, man. Hello, I am new here, but I love your channel. Any price prediction on BBIG by the end of the week? So it depends. If we're going to see these big days continue and options running in the money, after 6 is where you can start thinking the shorts are going to get a little nervous. Now, right now, the shorts are like, yeah, I don't care. We can keep shorting it here. It's fine. If we can stifle the gamma, we're fine. But if it starts to go, I would say it could get to 8 to 10 to maybe 12 this week if it really starts to get going. So it if it starts to run and the contracts run in the money, it's really going to get jumpy. But if it doesn't and it just stays here, well, it's going to stay flat. You can still get the cryptide news coming out. So hold on now. SPY is now coming up to test. It's 50 and 100 again. We've seen this a couple of times in the past. Doesn't like to do this today, and then it just comes right back down. Let's see. Let's see. Benzing and the FDA has approved AbbVie's Rinvoq for dermatitis. Interesting. All right. BBIG, nice bull flag. Options extremely bullish today. Yeah. The 50's curling down a little bit here. I believe the bull flag's on the, I mean, you can kind of see it on the 1 minute too. It's at 524 right now, up 28%, doing very, very solid. Let's see what happens with SPY right here, getting rejected from the 100. Let's see. Thanks for what you do. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate that. AMC doing the bing bong thing. Yeah. Price is wrong. Oh, I literally just saw the syllabus overview and I've already done this in other real estate classes. Nice. All right. SPY moving back down. Let's see. I mean, the 1 minute at MACD crossed over. It's a little bullish here, but that's just on these couple of candles running back up like we saw here, like we saw here, like we saw here, and then it just gets knocked right back down off of these moving averages. So let's see what happens. BBIG, it's looking like it wants to get a little jumpy soon. So let's see. Nobody buying AMC today because fools are buying BBIG, falling for hedgy trap, taking buying pressure for AMC on a critical week of options. Don't be foolish. People are going to do whatever they want with their money. If you're going to say that people are doing this, then that means that people are getting influenced by others to buy stocks. We're not here to influence anybody on what to do. We're just here to provide information. If you want to make a bunch of money on a trade that's going up like BBIG, it's been like up 20+% every single day for the past couple of days. There's an opportunity there to make money with extra cash that you can put back into AMC. So I don't really see all that. SPY moving back down now. Let's see. Bought 2 more today. Eat the dip. There you go. Let's see. Curious if your parents are paying for education. I mean, sort of this semester, this year, I've paid for everything. Let's see. I'm making bank on BBIG. There you go. There you go. No gamma squeeze. The puts won this week. It's Monday. Again, if the SPY coming back up to the 100. Let's see what's going to happen here. BBIG 523. All right, cool. Let's see. All right, BBIG looking like it wants to pop a little. A virtual field trip. What? All right, 1880 on Amy. SPY hit the 50 again and is now coming back down. Let's see. GME selling off. BBIG, 527. It looks like it's just kind of coiling in this flag. It might really start to get jumpy a little soon. Let's see. It's Tuesday. You know what? Sorry. You know what? Sorry. It's Tuesday. Fine. You got me. You people. It's you people over here. All right. Any hopes of a gamma squeeze on AMC? Been squashing down. They'll be delta neutral by Friday. They're already delta neutral. They're honestly probably right here. They're probably more exposed to the downside. There's a higher delta, like net delta exposure on the put side right now than the call side. It's probably pretty close because the max pain's 22. We're at 1880. That's $4 lower. We're probably right around there. Oh, here she comes. Here she comes. BBIG looking like she wants to get spicy. All right. Let's see. All my BBIG going to AMC, so it's worth it. Just because you don't have the money to do multiple plays doesn't mean others don't. 100% Chuck. Let's see. Amy. Oh, they're selling it again. Remember, when we look at the Ortex update for AMC right now, let's see. Okay, so oh my God, 3.69 million shares borrowed against it today. 513,000 returned. Short interest percent change 3%. It's at 19.72%. Cost of borrow is going to step up. Utilization is going to start going up. What they do on GME today? They returned a decent amount of shares on it, so they're not using them. So most likely what happened with the GME shares is they're just not using the shares. It's not shorts covering. Volume on GME today is like 1.151 million. If they returned 242,000 shares by buying that, you would see. I had to fill out a survey. That's annoying. Hold on. Yeah, also, if you guys don't mind, for everybody new filtering in right now, just dropping some likes on the stream. It just helps out a little bit with the algo. All right, gonna be big. Wall Street Viking, what's up, man? How you doing? Coming back down to the 50 test right here. I think it's gonna be pretty decent. There. Okay, SPY rejected off of these tests right here. Now down below the 50. Hold on. I gotta do this nonsense really quick. Don't worry, I ain't going anywhere. I'll be right here for a while. So let's see. Oh, cool. I'll just do this after. All right, whatever. Fill out the worksheet. Oh, background on me? Oh, I'm pretty interesting. All right. Oh, BBIG with some big sell candles over here. Let's see what's going to happen with this beast today. They might be trying to use some of those shares that are coming out against it, but let's see. BlackRock added AMC? Nah, they didn't. It doesn't make any sense now. I've looked at it on Fintel and a couple of other sources. Bloomberg sometimes messes it up. Bloomberg is saying they hold 39 million shares right now and increase their position by 9 million shares. How's that possible when every other source said they had 40 million shares? So hold on, let me look for BlackRock's 13F right now. And when it filed, because filing history, when did they file it? No, they have not filed yet. So BlackRock has not sent out their new 13F yet. It looks like a lot of people are looking at old data. I don't know why the date on Bloomberg is saying the end of the year because it's not looking like it's correct. So we're going to have to wait. AMC is on SSR. It's not like that really helped us all that much anyway. Stop loss hunting for BBIG? Maybe. I mean, it's just coming down to VWAP. We've seen this happen a couple of times today before it pumps. So I'm gonna do that worksheet after. Let's see. I mean, you guys don't care about my schoolwork. Not gonna let's be honest here. You guys don't care. SSR means nothing. It does mean nothing. People say BBIG dumped is still up 25%. Yeah. All right. Let's see what SPY's gonna do at this 50. How's class? I mean, I'm present, so let's see. Yeah, SSR means like literally. They're just gonna pump the volume on the short exempt shares. Just use the market maker to do it. All right. SPY looking like it wants to test the 100 again. The 1 minute MACD, it might be curling into the red soon. Where is the a little bit of a test of the 13 EMA here. And the MACD on the 5 minute has just crossed over. Interesting. Interesting over here. All right. So we'll see what I'm going to do with these SPY trades over here. Probably leave them for a little bit. BBIG coming down a little. Amy coming back up. Let's see. Austin, dude, you're getting close to a ban, buddy. Like, yeah, just relax, my man. Like, you really got to relax a little bit. If you're not willing to, like, go, like, here's the thing. We have to be perfectly fine because we all got into this play knowing it's extremely manipulated. And the thing is that you're bringing up things and I address you every single time as to what I'm thinking. And it just, now you're just like, oh, the shorts are making a bunch of money. Yeah, obviously. Like, that's how it's working right now when the stock goes from 35 to 18. Oh, BBIG with a little candle here. Like, if you don't want to be in it anymore, that's fine. But you can't be in here just like wishy-washy, like back and forth, like, that they're watching you. They are watching you do this. If you had all these people, 2,300 people doing that same thing, you know what they would do? Oh, cool. Short it. And that's what they're doing. They're like, oh, yeah, short it. Keep shorting it. They're just going to get scared. Like, that's the thing. Like, I don't understand. Like, you're getting watched. They are watching how you feel and using it against you every single day. They're doing it, and you can see it every single time. JP Morgan has one. That Century one from Morningstar. They're watching. BBIG halt down. It shouldn't have. No. Oh, just fell below 5 though. That's pretty interesting. So the thing is that they're using our largest strength against us. Our social media presence. If the sentiment switches, you know what they do? Short. Because they can, because the thing is if the sentiment comes back and everybody's like, oh, this is awesome, we're having fun, then they're like, oh shit, we got to get out. But right now, it's like, what are they going to do? Everybody's terrified all the time. And it's like, what do you think they would do? You have to put yourself in their shoes. Think about if you were short and you saw everybody freaking out. You know what I would do? I'd short it. I'm bullish on it, but if I was in their shoes and I saw everybody freaking out, I would short it more, as much as I could. Because you're trying to incite fear in your opponent. That's what they're doing. And they're winning by all of these people like just being like, oh, like down in the dumps. But when you look at the situation from a broad perspective, it's like, what, like, we know, like, okay, down below fundamental value, you're still shorting it, taking out 4 million shares on loan in a day. Okay. Like, we know the option chain is going to start piling back up. We know these short sale reporting rules are going to come into effect. In my mind, it could take a while to play out. I've been saying that since like June and July. It could take a while. And everybody was getting mad. No, you're wrong. It's going to happen quick. And it's like, no, it probably won't, because there's so many things that need to come into effect and align in order to see everything come in. So yeah, Twitter's going to be nonsense anyway. Like, it's just going to be like nonsense all the time. Just people fighting, drama. It's stupid. It's childish most of the time. Most of the things, like, yeah, there's a lot of good stuff that comes out of Twitter, like DD and stuff like that. But most of it is just drama, and it's useless, because then people get scared. They start fighting, and then you see a bunch of stuff come out where it's like, oh no, now the price is going down. Well, they just watched you fight on Twitter and cause all of this stuff because we have a lot of pull. And then all of a sudden, it's like the price goes down and then it just gets worse. And then they see everybody freak out again. And then they short it again and the price goes down and then it gets worse. It's the same like vicious cycle that we're seeing with it. Ooh, BBIG selling off a little bit here. 485 right now. Let's see. Let's see. Isn't AMC filling the gap from 16 to 18? It might be right now. Let's see. Let's see. SPY, what are we doing here? Let's see. SSR is at 1851, not 1854. Oh, so they ran it right down and bounced it right back off. Interesting. All right. BBIG selling off. Just got my email. There you go. There you go. All right. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull this up over here. Sorry. My bad, peoples. I'm doing that after. Check Twitter. I got you, Avocado. All right. BBIG selling off a little bit here, but it is right around the 200 MA. Amy selling off. The SPY is just kind of hanging out. All right. Avocado, where are you at? Oh. Okay. Fair. Let's see. No one is buying. It is a real problem. Exactly. But here's the thing. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you see everybody freaking out, the price is going to go down. Nobody wants to buy. A lot of people, if we start to see a run, a lot of people are going to come back in the form of FOMO buyers. Lots of them. Lots of them. They're coming at us hard today, but we got our ace DWAC. I mean, BBIG's been looking good too. If they're terrified, then they do not truly believe and army is holding and they are not at peace with holding the next 10 years. Exactly. That's the thing. When SPY turns up, I don't believe it will today. It might. I don't know, but it's not looking great for SPY in general. Goldman is trailing software to scrape social sentiment because they know we are forced out. Goldman's doing it too, probably. Let's see. AMC needs to go up 100% to get back to where we left off. Yeah. Same thing with last time we had the big run up, but we sold all the way back off. Shorts are green right now, but they have to close to take their profit. Yeah, 100%. I keep buying as well. Right. Like a lot of people say that they are, but are you buying to a lit exchange? If you're buying options, are you not just YOLOing on the 145s that aren't going to help anybody except maybe yourself if other people come in and start to buy it? All right. Amy trying to get a little bit of a move here. SPY is selling off again. BBIG hanging right around its 200. Let's see what happens if the MACD wants to curl back into the green right now. SPY selling off a little bit here. Do you have any insight into Lou talking about Citadel dumping their shorts on smaller hedge funds? Is there any reason to believe there's any truth to that? Nope. Nope. Because here's the thing. It looks like people were citing like after the 13F filing of Citadel that held like 70,000 or some sort of position in AMC. When they've been decreasing their position in AMC, they've had a position in AMC for like all year long. And this is what people always fail to understand, that it's not their hedge fund that's doing this. It's the market making side, because that's where they get into trouble. And that's how they can legally create the naked short. SPY new low over here. It is getting a little bit selly over here in the SPY. Let's see what happens. BBIG hanging up pretty good here. The market making side is where the naked shorts lie. It's not the hedge funds. If it is hedge funds, then it lies with prime brokers, because the hedge funds can't create naked shorts. That's not how it works. Let's see. Institutions added via Bloomberg. Now, nope. BlackRock's 13F, I don't believe has been reported yet. So I don't know what they're reporting, but they actually, if you look at the numbers, it actually shows a discount, like a decrease in their positions. Lawrence, no, that is wrong. So if you look on, like, Bloomberg should be accurate, but you can't, like, if you look at BlackRock 13F, I'm looking at it right now for BlackRock. When was this? Like BlackRock, I'm looking for their filings right now. 13F filings. Latest disclosures from latest 13F. I'm clicking on it right now. What's the date on this thing? Confirmed period of report 2021 6/30. Filed as of the date 8/11. So that's not even that one. So these are all kind of wonky. All right, SPY is selling off here. Pay these puts, my man. All right, BBIG is trying to come back to life here. Amy selling off. Everything's getting a little bit selly over here. So let's see. SEC filings, BlackRock. Let's see what they filed. 8K on January 14th. And other than that, nothing. I miss me some sushi. Oh, me too, buddy. Bloomberg terminal was December 31st. Right, but that's the only place it's coming out. No SEC filing has BlackRock's 13F. And the other thing is that they're saying they hold 39 million shares. Well, last quarter they had 40. So how do you increase by 9 million and go down to 39? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Let's see here. No, this is not the one. BlackRock SEC filings. SEC report. They just don't have it. Like Bloomberg, everybody likes to think that Bloomberg's like the best source for information. It's not. The most recent SEC filing that they have is an 8K, which was their earnings report. So they have not put out 13G. Oh, it's amendments. So they're putting out some amendments, I think. I don't know. Let's see. I'll look at it a little bit later, but it doesn't look like they really have much going over there. All right, BBIG at 45 right now. Amy at 15 or 1859. SPY down at 456.74. How are these puts doing? Finally into McChicken land with these puts. Let's see what happens though. Let's see. All right, remember what we were talking about earlier. If you're in BBIG, have a big gain, probably a decent time to start considering taking some off the table. So hopefully some people made their decision, and whatever decision you made, you're happy with it. So let's see. AMC puts? What are you, crazy? No, we're not trading. I'm not trading AMC ever over here. Let's see here. Won an AMC NFT. There you go. I mean, you didn't win them, but you just got one for being a valued shareholder. All right, Amy popping back up a little bit here. BBIG is trying to make a little bit of a move above 5. Let's see. Got out at 514 for most of my shares. There you go. Is it safe to have some limit sell orders now with no expirations? If you want them to get filled, then yeah. Is it time to short the U or too early? I would say too early. Do I have to talk during class? I hope not. I mean, that would be kind of nonsense. I exited BBIG up 43%, buying a few more AMC. There you go, Michelle. That's what we like to see. All right, Amy trying to pop back up a little bit here. The SPY is trying to as well, but overall it's just bleeding out today. So let's see what happens. With like high prices. I'm confused. Oh, if it's high prices, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like if you get filled, I mean, you'd probably be happy, but you got to make sure you set the price at something you're willing to sell at. Let's see. AMC email said I've won. All right, that's fair. All right, Amy SPY getting a little bit of a pop here along with Amy. BBIG is trying to get back above 5. GME is literally the last 10 minutes in this class has been no noise. It's just filling out this page that I'm gonna do after. All right. SPY 456. 457. All right, it's popping back up a little bit here, but I think it's just going to get rejected like it has been. BBIG cross on the MACD on the 1 minute. This could get interesting. When it's done this in the past, like a big one, that's when it starts to get kind of wild. So let's see what happens over here. Amy popping back up to the 50. The SPY's trying as well, but let's see if it's going to reject over there. You're taking profits on SPY at 455. I would do that. That's probably where I'm going to go. How do limit orders work if there's a hold? What do you mean a hold? Like a halt? It's the same difference. It's just still a limit order. It's like, I want to sell at this price or higher. I want to buy at this price or lower. Unusual whales alerted, bullish AMC. Yeah, there's probably a lot of options coming in. Let's see. I'm not turning on my camera. Sorry. I have my camera on for you guys. That's how it works over here. All right. BBIG 493 SPY rejected off the in this 100 range. Let's see. Let's see. Wasn't the theory that a lot of these deep in the money calls this week were being used to hide short interest? So what happens next week once they expire? Ooh, good point. So if the deep in the money calls were being used to hide short interest, here's what happens. They have to roll the trade. So they close out of the trade. They have to sell more sell more deep in the money options and buy the synthetic longs from the market maker. So there's a buying transaction that takes place. So that could be what we see next week. And that could have been why we saw a lot of nonsense happen last January. Let's see. Yeah, so if you guys don't mind hitting that like button on the stream, it just helps out with the algorithm a little bit. Thank you guys so much. You guys were going crazy today. Thank you guys so much. We'll be back on at 1:15 after I wrap this one up in about a little while. SPY's moving back up here a little bit. I don't trust it. These are some wild candles here for no reason. So let's see what happens. SPY bounce at 455.40. It's at 457. So let's get it down to 455.40. Let's see. BBIG trying to move back up. All right. Amy rejecting off the 50. That's funny. All right. Boom's buy. Nah, it's going to come back down. It's coming back up to the more recent highs. So if it really starts to get going, I mean, look at this. It's just lower highs, lower lows. So I'll leave this one for a little while, see what happens. Why do F options? What do F options look like? Ford getting beaten today. Jeez. So not good. I mean, they're probably decent. I have the 2650s for this week. What do we want? BBIG. 493, doing all right. Amy's rejecting off the 50. The SPY's going to reject off its 100 again, too. And I think it's going to come back down, but let's see what happens. It's been on this downtrend the entire day. So let's see. BBIG. No, it's not. No, it's 168 million in volume. Let's see. BBIG is not, there's no such thing as a distraction. What are they distracting from? They want a little bit of money. It's retail. Retail wasn't buying anyway. You can't distract somebody from doing something that they weren't doing anyway. Let's see. Have some faith in SPY. I'm having some faith on it coming down. Let's see. Amy double tap. She is coming up. No. On this 50, it test, reject, test, reject, test, reject. So watch out. Hold on. GME selling off here. Rejected off the 50 again. So the problem with what we're looking at on Amy right now is we're seeing this happen almost every single day. What happens is it'll come up and it'll test this 50 MA, reject, make a low. Come up, test the 50, reject, make a low. It's doing the same thing here. And if the SPY is going to do the same thing that we've been seeing today, it's been on the 100, test low, test low, test low. Now it might be starting to try to do it at the 50 now. And that would be dangerous for the SPY coming down to the downside. The low, honestly, on the SPY, like for the next couple of weeks, is like low 450s. You can see it right around here with this little demand zone right here. So what is this? 451.21. Ooh. Zoom's look. Hold on. Zoom might be doing something. Let's see. SPY's gonna rock it. I disagree. February $18 puts. Who did that? SPY got a little pop here. Interesting. Interesting. We need BBIG to come back to life. I think spot. This is gonna be a little bit of a weak move here. And then just come. Oh, Amy's getting rejected off of the 50 right now. Let's see. Don't underestimate SPY. Don't underestimate it to the downside, Michelle. Let's see. So did not like that cross over the 100. Watch out below. GME coming up above the 50 here. BBIG just hanging around. It's 200 at 494. It's still looking decent. So let's see. Let's see. SPY fake out. I agree. SPY to 470. Yeah, I don't know about that. Let's see. Get those likes up, peeps. La Flama Blanca. Thank you. Appreciate that. SPY to 480 by next month. I mean, you guys are coming after it again with those deep out of the money SPY calls. You can if you want, but with the volatility that you're seeing, it typically has been picking the downward direction. So, BBIG, it's trying right here, trying to make that move above 5 again. So let's see. SPY on the way down. Amy's trying to get above the 50 right now, but it's not looking like it can get there. Let's see. What's wrong with my hair, bro? Did it get all messed up? It's not that messed up. Leave me alone. Leave my hair alone. Let's see. All right, selling off a little bit here. You ever think about buying stock in Monster with all the energy drinks? Nah. What do you call BBIG now is a 9. They added a $9 strike. I don't like that. I don't like that. On what day? On what day? They've had a $9 strike on this one. There's 17,000 open interest. So they've had that on BBIG. Let's see. So Amy's looking like she wants to cross 50 right now. We have the SPY. I mean, it's teetering right here. It could go, but if it does, you got to watch out at VWAP. Then it's just going to come right back down. It's trying to get above this 100, but it is looking like it wants to move back down. So GME 107.54. Amy trying to come up and touch this 50 right here. Let's see. Weekly and monthly pros and cons. Well, you have less time typically on a weekly, and the monthlies are going to be more liquid. There's going to be more open interest. You can see kind of where to go. Would a $9 strike be a good thing? No. If they're adding strikes as the stock is ripping, they're going to try to screw you over. They're going to sell you a bunch of contracts and then tank the price and make a bunch of money on those options depreciating, because all of the other options would have been so inflated that they're not making any money. If they add strikes, sell them to you at whatever price they want, because the FOMO is going to be so high that they could then just come out and be like, all right, this is what it's going to cost. And everybody's going to BBIG selling off. It's going to be whatever they want to sell it to you at, and you're going to buy it because there's so much FOMO going on. And then they're just going to tank the price. The contract depreciates. They buy it back. They make the money back on the contracts that they lost on, and they're good to go. That's how that works. So they start adding strikes. Okay, Amy just got above the 50 right here. Let's see. Amy broke the 48 on the 1 minute. Yeah, I mean, if the SPY is going to move up like this, it's going to look good. But again, it's still down 8. It needs to get a little bit more jumpy in order for me to be like, yeah, we're coming back. We're down $1. I mean, $1.70 is not that big. We can do that. I mean, it is 8.3%. Let's see what the SPY does around here. Let's see. You've been sleeping all morning. Just got an ION AMC NFT. There you go. All right. Watch out below on the SPY. The MACD on the 1 minute's kind of curling down. 1348 is saying, it is above the 13 now on the 5 minute. Interesting. 5 minute MACD is looking like it wants to be a little bullish. Let's see. DWAC, what'd they do over here? Are they above 90? 82. It's going though. 83.80 is the high. That thing is going nuclear. I mean, these BBIG calls are still printing. Your daddy, thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that, buddy. Last ER was great and it dropped 50%. Unlimited shares to borrow, low cost to borrow, dark pools. How do we win? We just come out with better earnings, increase. It's going to take time though. That's the thing. It's going to take time to continuously show that the shorts are wrong in what they're trying to do. And once we see that, it's like, all right, then they have a fiduciary duty to their clients to get them out. All right. SPY is moving up a little bit here at 458.18. I still see it. Volume's not really all that hot right now. Let's see. Let's see. How big is this move? It's a $2. Let's see. Let's see. BBIG needs a big green candle right about now. It does need a little candle here. I mean, we might do a little double bottom here and then start to come back up. Remember, there's a little bit of a demand or I think this is what was this one? Hold on. There's a little demand zone down here. Demand supply zone. So we rip through the supply. We're coming back up. If we were to really get going to the next one, it'd probably be like right here. We're right at it. At the day high, we got rejected from the previous one. So, nuts. 46. I mean, it's still looking decent. Let's see. SPY triple bottom at 456.60. Where's T-Mize avocado? I'm watching VWAP on SPY. Me too. First the 200 though. If it rejects off the 200, it could easily come back down. And again, this isn't that big of a push above the 100. The 50 is curling, and the 1 minute MACD and the 5 minute MACD look good. I'm just holding it just because of what we've seen over the last couple of days at close, and it just goes tank. Let's see. DWAC looking to make a little, or it's not DWAC, BBIG looking to make a little double bottom here. Let's see what happens. Renee Acosta, thank you so much for the super. Stayed watching you for AMC. Started watching you for AMC. Stayed for the knowledge. Renee, thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see. Jeremy, it's not AA's fault that your stock is down. All right. Ooh, look at SPY coming up here. Michelle, there you go on those calls if you bought at the dip. My calls are probably a little bit red right now. Theta's starting to get me, but you know, I don't know. AMC incoming boom booms. Watch it at VWAP. I mean, the SPY VWAP today is not, it's not that far from where we opened. So, all right, it's tested the 200 right now. Let's see what happens over here. So BBIG on its way down right now. Let's see what's going to happen over here. Let's see. He's only the CEO of the company. Yeah, but here's the thing. Like the market had 4 months to price in him doing that. We already knew it was going to happen. All right, SPY coming up to VWAP here. I mean, BBIG selling pretty hard right now. The buyers are not stepping back in. The volume is huge though on this thing today. BlackRock going to trap the shorts with a share recall? I don't know about that. They should. That's what they should do right now, but I don't think they're going to. It's just nonsense. Like they could have done that so long ago. All right. You got your green candles on the SPY. Let's see what happens with the red. Let's see how it goes with the red. Yeah. Also, for everybody new filtering in right now, if you guys don't mind hitting that like button on the stream, it just helps out with the algorithm a little tiny bit. BBIG 476 right now, still up about 16%, getting really selly right now for not a whole lot of reason. But let's see. Wax wallet crash. Says too many accounts have been created. Ooh, that's pretty gnarly over there. All right, let's see what's going to happen with SPY around this 200. It rejected, so it could start to come back down. The 100 is still pointing to the downside. The MACD looks decent. GME's moving up here. 108.65, still very red. BBIG making its way back up here. 478 right now, up 17%. Looking decent over here. Any good shills this morning? Nah, the shills aren't even good this morning. They're not even entertaining. Let's see. All right, SPY moving back down here. Let's see. Let's see when the sellers get control of this. What's going to happen? Low of the day on the SPY is 456.58. Let's see. BBIG 480 trying to come up off of that little sell right there. The day traders are going to step back in and try to move this thing around. Let's see. AMC to $9. Why are you still if you think it's going to 9, why are you still holding it? If you think it's going to 9, buy puts. Like, that's what I have to say to that. Like, honestly, like, if you're gonna be like, "Oh, is it going to 9?" It's like, if you actually think that, then buy like, literally, why are you still in it? That doesn't make any sense. I'm still in side puts, scalped calls. There you go, buddy. Let's see. T-minus avocado. Which puts do you have? Do you have the 56s? 456s? What up, Vix? How you doing? All right, Amy, kind of rejecting off of the 100 right now. Same thing with the SPY, rejecting off the 200. Let's see. BBIG right around 478 right here. GME, yeah, here it comes. JP Morgan? What do you mean? Let's see. Keep trying for the NFT. Took me a few tries to get it. Already had an account for the Spider-Man NFT too. There you go. Yeah, I have the 456s too. So I'm hoping for a little nice move down. It just looks like it's going to, especially in it going towards the end of the day today. Maybe it would have been better to wait on it. I don't know. Because we've seen the moves, the downtrend in the SPY happen towards the end of the day. It's either going to be, in my mind, coming into the end of the day with SPY, a big dip or a big rip. So who knows? I have enough things to the upside that if it's a rip, I'm fine. If it's a down rip, I have enough exposure to the downside that I can make a nasty day trade today. Fadi, go to timeout. You're not even saying why. You're just saying random silly price targets for no reason. Let's see. I want to start a betting pool on the day AMC close above 900. That would be funny. Big rip on what? Oh, Michelle says big rip. There you go. Let's see. SPY starting to move down a little bit here. It's just weakness. Like the bond yields today are kind of spooking people. Like there's just a lot of weird stuff going on. In the afternoon stream, I don't have any classes. After I come back at 1:15, this is the only class I have today. So I'll be able to mess around a little bit more with stuff. But I sent you positions. Oh, God. You probably went big on that one. Let's see. I got temporarily banned because I was glitching out. Let's see. All right, Amy back down below the 50 right here. SPY moving down. Amy selling off. BBIG coming back up a little bit here. Let's see. Let's see. Easiest day trade in the world is by Rally at 10 a.m. When I green. Yeah, there you go. I got temporarily banned. Yeah, I saw that right. Man, it's rough emotionally. It's nice having a community like this to bring me up. There you go, GG's. SPY making another lower high here. I mean, these were kind of trending down over here. This isn't really, I mean, it is technically from like this one up here. It didn't get all the way back up. So like, that's what I was saying. Watch it at the 200 if it rejects. I mean, I'm holding these today just because I sold out of SPY puts too early twice last week. And if I just held them, I would have had the dirtiest SPY trade ever. So let's see. If the 1348 is still looking good, the 13 is still below the 48 in the other one that I'm looking at. It's curling around a little bit, but with what I'm seeing over here, it doesn't look that wild. The new guy, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that, man. Please check out PIK. I'm green, and I need to stay green. All right, let me take a look real quick. Looks good today. I mean, it might come down and test the 50 and bounce back up. Watch for that test of 677. Let's see. Oh, hey man, how low do you see AMC going? A sport. I think you get that gap fill. In what is it, 17 to 18? I think that's where we could see that. Amy back above 480 spot. A little bounce off the 100 here. I mean, we've seen this before. Right here, it was just bouncing between the 100 and the 50, and then just right down. Let's see. Nothing too wild over here. Let's see. All right, what are we gonna get here? SPY moving up. BBIG. LFG SPY, says Michelle. It's up like a couple cents. Watch it. It's probably coming down. Just the way I've seen things recently. It doesn't. It broke below this little demand zone right here. So that's not great. Lower your average and hodl. There you go. It's really weird because like the sound that I'm hearing is like all over the place because I'm in class and like you guys are just hearing me, which I think is kind of funny. But after this, we're gonna be all good to go for the afternoon. SPY moving back down here. Yeah, watch out. Any expectations for the DOJ conference today? Not really. What time is it? Let's see. We'd have to what do you call it? We'd have to see something about the short the investigation. Joe, why are you getting upset? I don't understand. Why are you getting upset? Got to listen to Avocado on SPY. I am listening to Avocado on SPY. I mean, I got in really early today. Rally's starting to move. Is it now? BBIG's coming back up. Let's see if we can get that above 5. That would be pretty sweet to close above 5 today. Close above what was it? 450 last time. Kenny, his friends are just. Let's see. BBIG MACD did cross on the 1 minutes right here. Cross. It's just the colors are sometimes the colors are different on the signal line and something else. SPY either 465 or 450. Hey man, I got my money where I think it's gonna go. So we'll see by the end of the day what's gonna happen. If SPY starts to continue to this downtrend. Oh, talking to the person with calls. Gotcha. Yeah, TMI's avocado is usually correct. I didn't even hear the question. Whoops. BBIG previously closed at about 405. Yeah, okay, so this is so this could be the 450 day. If we close about 450 or 5, we run 2 of those strikes. Awesome going into tomorrow. And let's see what we can get. It's coming back up right now. The MACD's crossing. It is kind of trying to get up above 5 right now, which looks decent. SPY bounce a little bit here. Amy's trying. I just think these moves in the SPY up are weak. Like they just don't sustain. Like you see it run up, then it just gets knocked right back down. Puts more recently on the SPY have been a lot better than trying to time it with calls because you'll see it start to go up and then just fear candle right away. Let's see. Look at the VIX just saying. Yeah, I know. Also, guys, it is 12, so that is going to wrap up the morning stream. If you guys don't mind on your way out, just hitting that like button on the stream. It just helps out with the algorithm a whole lot. Thank you guys so much for coming in here. Thank you to all the new members, everybody liking the stream, everybody just being positive and kind of understanding what's going on with this whole situation. But I'll see you guys back over here at 1:15. I'll schedule the stream. I'm going to eat some lunch, do the rest of this class for 15 minutes, and then come back and hang out with you guys. But again, on your way out, just hit that like button. Again, it sucks right now. We are making some money on some other plays. BBIG, we're looking for SPY to really start to get going here. Oh, here it goes. And then again, let's see what happens at the end of the day. It is a pretty big week for options across the board. So there is going to be some things that we can do to kind of mess around with some stuff. But let's see what happens. But until then, guys, peace. And TMI is live. I better see you guys all go say hi to TMI. So later, everybody.